Alright, we're live. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to do, if we're doing that right away.
Sure.
The thing I wanted to do was I just wanted to, remember that guard outpost that gave or it might have been just a prison, that we gave that guy to?
Yeah, guard outpost, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to, before we left, tell them where we're going and to send word if that guy reveals any useful information that we might need to know. And if any major event happens as they're trying to get where they're trying to go. So I just want them to send word to Bryn Shander. Or Gaunter even. From Bryn Shander.
Yeah, which will currently take a little while. Let me see if I've set it up. Yes, I have set it up. So we're going to world map right. Because it needs to load up for me a little bit. Because you came from all the way over here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they are heading to Hundlestone to set up camp there for momentarily. Then perhaps take Bridgeheader back later.
Yes.
But
I
yes,
just
so
want them
it
to
will.
send word if anything major happens.
Yeah, that will take a while before it
Yes, that's
actually
okay.
reaches.
I understand that. I understand. It'll probably take like a week or more for stuff to reach me. That's fine.
Or if they have someone with sending or a message.
Yes, but that's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
So
have any cantrips or spells, so I don't think I can
Yeah,
help with
you don't count, Mr. Barbarian.
that.
So,
But I don't have sending or anything, so.
Yeah. So still want to go to.
Yeah.
So now go to
That's all I
Gunpowder.
wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure that they knew where we were going and just send word if he reveals anything important or if something else important.
Okay.
I don't have standing either, so.
Well, where you guys are at Gunpowder, you see the giant gate to the city and the long line lined up in 3 different lines. One for merchants, one for, well, the more wealthy, and one for more common folk, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Roshu just line up for the one with the merchants.
Yes. So before he goes up to line up, I just want to ask him if he considers us like guards or anything and he's going to bring us in with him, or do we have to find our own way?
Guards wouldn't say. I mean, I can basically stop time.
Okay, so we're on our own, is what he's saying?
Yeah, but he will give you an explanation from what's going on. He tells you that you guys would fall under the common folk, unless, well, you have some special papers, things of proof that you're royal, and you can go to the royal line. But if you're merchants like me, then you go to the merchants, of course.
I consider myself very royally.
I don't consider you very royally, big lug.
Big ass log.
It's a 13 in deception.
You sure you want to have someone that has more than more than 50 years of experience in haggling and such?
Well, I do have a -3 in intelligence, so yes.
Okay, what was it?
I didn't say that I was royal, I just said I consider myself very royally.
Well, you roll deception, insight.
+10?
Well, he could have got a natural 1.
Still, you're blown out the water like.
It just barely made it as well.
With a +10.
He just looks at you and goes like, nah. But yeah, you guys go in, well, whatever line you need to be. You do need papers. I don't assume you have papers?
I just have a sigil of my house. That's basically it.
No, not those kind of papers. More like papers for to have access to the city. Let me see. So you just see him rifle to his little, well, side pouches, like no. Ah. And he holds out something, the It looks like a lot like a passport, so to say.
Okay.
So that
So
they
he's
know.
not trying to sell us a passport. That's his.
Yeah, that's his.
Okay.
Just so that he has an example to show you what he means.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can get those at
Well-
the gate. It'll cost you about 10 gold for the more royal. Well, since they're royalty and well important people, they usually make it 5 because well don't want to make anything important or high up in authority angry.
Cool.
All right.
That's racist.
I'm gonna let him go, unless anybody else wants to say anything to it.
No, I just go to the where you get papers and get the fucking noble one.
Okay. So
there-
before
like-
you do that, I'm gonna ask you:
What?
we be up with you, part of your guard, so to say, or want us to go in the commoner section?
Well, I don't mind either way, but if you wanna, I don't think you
we
would
might
look.
get in cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
You know that
Right.
that the 5 gold is per person.
Yes.
Yeah, but still.
Yes, but if we all went into the royal line and got 5, that would be less than if some of us got 5 and some of us got 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could post as my guards, even though I am heavily armored and strong myself. But
You're not as heavily armored and as strong as I am.
just a guy with no armor.
Can I
I have
measure the
I have a
dwarf spears?
breastplate on.
What did you
Well, I
say,
would like to do.
Joachim?
I would like to measure the dwarf spears
Oh,
to
What?
prove how alpha
he's measuring them.
is.
Dwarven measurement.
Joachim,
Well,
pull your
there's a line.
pull
the
your
dwarf
mic
is at
out
the
of
gate,
your,
and people
headset,
won't
man.
be very happy if you go well cut the line. Let's say cut the front.
So, wait, how long is
Cut
it?
anything I want.
Well, the royal is very short compared to the common.
Well, obviously.
Oh.
You try to
Sounds
pose
beta.
as guards.
Yeah,
It's
But I
that's
mean,
that's what I'm gonna get everybody to come along with him in the royal line to pose as guards.
yeah, but thing is also, you don't look especially guardy, Matt.
Oh, I have a way.
He has a way.
Okay,
He
if
has
you
his
have a way, you have a
believe
way. I'm just saying it.
So after about so the
Why
royal
don't you
line,
Why
right?
don't you give him your royal papers and we pretend that we're guarding him?
Oh no.
That might not work.
No, that no.
Because he's
No.
a half elf and they have records upon records, so then they're gonna
Yeah,
see.
these are dwarves. They have records upon records upon records, and even have backups for those records.
Yeah, so they're
A lot
gonna
of
see I'm
records.
not a half elf, and
Or of
immediately
any
we're
royal
gonna be in
blood.
trouble.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So after
And
about
I'm not the right age and everything like that, so they're gonna
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
so after about 30 minutes, you get to the gate, and the dwarf at the gate says, "Yeah, documents, or if you lost them, then please give me the 5 numbers of your document. If you don't have them, then please pay 5 gold. Or but pay 10 gold if you have royalty. Proof of royalty, then please present it so that I can that you pay 5 gold per person. That is.
I pull out a crumbled piece of paper with nothing on it and hand it to him.
He looks at it and then looks back at you. Oh,
That is
joking
my
me, big
paper.
guy?
You can have my paper,
Not that paper, big guy.
but it's paper.
Let your smarter friend talk for you.
I just sort of pull him back.
He's 500 pounds.
Yeah, I
You're
just
not
put
accepting my
my hand
friend's
on him
paper?
and try to motion for him to come back. Then
So the dwarf is just sitting in his booth, just looking you over. So should I I'll text you the 10 gold or the 5 gold.
Oh,
This is
I
your
can-
moment. Go ahead.
I go ahead and give him 5 gold for royal papers and show him my house sigil if he needs to see it.
Let me just see that he just shoves himself off from the desk and turns around towards a filing cabinet and starts going through it like, no, 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 no. Here we go. Let's see that. Yeah, that seems to be in order. Okay, that's 5 gold for each. And these people around you, friends, guards, what are they?
Yeah. Guards, all of them.
Okay, and I assume you don't have your passport on, yeah?
No.
Passport.
Yeah. Yes.
Papers.
What
Yeah,
is
very
this word you're saying?
Just shut up, you. So
That's
I'm
rude.
assuming it's your first time here.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the gate and once you see the tiny glowing light in there, just watch it and don't move. Give it 5 seconds.
Okay.
So he presses a few buttons and says, "Go on through, gentlemen."
Okay,
Do we
so
see
he's
the shiny
basically
light?
taking pictures of us, I guess.
Yes.
Passports.
Can we see the shiny light thingy?
As soon as the door closes, it takes a second and you see a tiny, tiny light.
Ooh, shiny! I try to
Yeah,
grab
we'll
it.
let him go first.
I
try
go
to
before
grab the
them.
thing.
I stop him from
as
grabbing
you-
it.
Yeah. Well, roll against one another to see who can pull who or stop who.
Probably he.
What?
And
we
He's
have to
trying to
go-
stop you.
What?
So
He's
he's
trying
trying
to
to stop
stop
you,
me.
but you are going for the light. I think you're
I am
stronger
going-
than him.
I'm going to try to take the light, yes. So
Okay,
that's
and-
athletics?
Contested, yes.
Do I
Yeah.
get, can I do reckless attack on athletic
No.
checks?
No.
No,
Only when you're
it's
raging.
only when you're raging you get advantage.
Wow,
That's a
that's shitty.
16. Yeah. You don't hold him back, you're just skid along with him, and as he's walking, he all of a sudden hits a wall.
So,
A
no
very
shiny light.
solid glass wall.
But the light is behind the glass wall, right?
Yes.
Hmm. What was the name of your character again, Ben?
Grom.
Grom! We need to
No.
dig!
Oh god, no!
I pull out my shovel and hand him his pickaxe.
I
The
try to use
the
my
moment you go
pickaxe.
reaching for a shovel, the gate on the side you came in opens up and says, "Like I said, gentlemen, what the hell are you two doing?"
He's digging,
shiny
and I'm
light.
prepared
We
to
need
do.
to get the shiny light. And there's
No,
this
just stand
magical
over there and
there's this
don't
magical barrier
move.
in our way.
So
He
I
just
start
yelled at you
digging.
to stand at one side of the room and not move.
Yeah, well, we'd start digging because that's what my friend wanted to do.
What
Oi,
barrier?
big guy, put the shovel and pickaxe away.
Which
I
of the
am
big guys?
putting
It's
it
two of them.
down as I try and put it down in the ground.
Don't you do it.
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself, just in case.
Don't you do that now. You better stand there very nice on your place. Put that stuff away, because otherwise you will be in big trouble.
But we need to get the shiny light, and there's
No, the
this
shiny
magical
light
barrier.
is not coming with you.
Why not?
The shiny light is very important and it needs to do its job.
Exactly, that's why we need the shiny light.
No, you
What is
don't need the
this
shiny
shiny
light.
light you're talking about?
It's the shiny
That
light
one
on the
was-
other side of the glass wall.
This magical barrier.
Yes.
Oh,
For him, magical barrier, but it's a glass wall.
Yeah, magical
It's a-
barrier.
Tiny. It's a glass wall. It's not a magical barrier.
Ooh, then it breaks easily.
Don't you try.
Why not?
You can't just go around crush everything. What's the meaning of that?
That is what my mom used to say as well. But look at me now, I'm a grown man.
Inside check.
Deception.
Okay, fair enough.
No, you're not very grown at all.
He's not grown in the head, but he's grown in age.
Look, you don't want me to get the guard to get you to, well, to do what as I say.
I like the guards.
You're like everyone, Grom. Almost.
Well, just stand at the side of the room and until the gate opens, then you can go through. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I assumed
too.
we were doing this one at a time, but apparently we were all in there.
Yeah, you all can be in there and do it all at the same time.
Oh,
Dwarf.
Group picture.
That's dwarf for you.
Tiny
No.
and Grom, just look at the light for 5 seconds, and the door will open.
Yeah, that's very right. As soon as this door closes, give it 6 seconds, cause well, it needs to focus and all that. Just
Yeah.
give it a little. Once the door opens, you're free to go.
And you can dig later, but not inside here.
Yes, that's very right.
We will dig later, Grom.
Okay.
So the dwarf looks at you, slowly closes the gate again, and once it's closed, you are listening to his instructions, or
Oh, I am.
Sure.
okay, I'm assuming that you all do. So 6 seconds later, the gate on the other side opens.
And I
I
go
think I
ahead
need to
in.
do it again. I think I blinked.
No, it's okay, Grom. It's okay, Tiny.
And there are 5 passports there in a small deposit.
Cool. I grab mine.
I
So we got ourselves
grabbed,
some damn passports.
I grabbed theirs as well.
I
Because I don't want
noticed-
them to lose them.
Yeah, it would be a
noticed-
very smart move.
That is actually very smart.
I look at the gate we came from and I ask, can I have my paper back?
You already have your paperback. That's the thing.
Yeah,
No,
the
the
little
crumble
paper
one.
they gave it back to you.
The crumbled paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
they looked at it and then were like, "Are you joking?" And well, just immediately gave it back because it was an empty piece of paper. So on the other side of the gate, you see something like a boarding station for the cars. You just see Roshu get onto one and he departs.
Are we riding trains?
Carts.
Okay, that's
Cars,
still cool.
trains,
Yeah, it's
something
kind
in
of
that
strange.
direction.
I assume they're mine carts. But
No, they're not
Who knows?
minecars. These are literally like person cars. I mean, I wouldn't imagine like royalty going into mine carts.
Yeah, dwarf royalty maybe.
Royal dwarves.
They exist.
Ooh,
They do, yes.
we need to get to the throne room or the vault. Might be something fun in there.
That's heavily armed or
Yes,
defense.
That's not gonna be a problem. We can just dig our way in.
okay, before any more shenanigans happens, um, is there a person like standing next to where the travel buggies go from?
Yes, there's actually another booth.
Okay, so I assume there's different directions we can go.
Yes, there's different directions you can go.
Okay.
So a dwarf is sitting there at the desk, and well, do you come up to it?
I guess.
Sure.
Technically, it would make more sense for him to go because he's the royal guy, so he would be the one who has the business.
Yes, sure.
So
What good day, sir? What can I do for ya?
What was we doing?
What can I do for ya?
I'd like to enter the the merchant area and the residential area. Stuff.
The residential area. So you're going to the town and you're taking your entourage with you, or?
Oh yeah, they're Royalty need guards, so.
Okay, royalty. Let me just see the ticket for you. Here we go. And he pulls out a line of 5 tickets, snips it off, and says, "Here you go, good sir. Just
Thank
wait
you.
for the card with the R on it, and that's looking very fancy. You know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, well, have a
Thank you.
fine day."
You too. Thank you. And I'll wait for the cart.
The
All
cars
right.
are constantly coming and going, and well, people are in line waiting for the carts, and eventually it's your turn to get onto the cart.
Well, you get on the carts.
Is it big enough
Ta-da.
for all of us to fit in?
It's probably multiple.
Yep, there are multiple.
Oh, okay.
Multiple.
So how
Eh,
big are
well-
they? Are they big enough to fit like 2 regular-sized people?
Yeah, they're able to fit 4 regular-sized people.
So Grom and Though can be in one each.
Yes, because they're very big and very luggage.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go with those 2. I assume that there's enough room for
Yes,
those 2 and me to go in one.
Yeah,
So-
there's much, but you have to be standing. There are like 4 seats, and then someone who can stand, but that's very optional.
Yeah, I'm gonna let both of them sit, and I'm gonna stand to make sure that they don't get
Okay.
into any shenanigans with this cart, smash it up or something.
I was actually going to
Dig
ask
it.
if the cart was made of any kind of valuable metals.
I would have said yes,
Oh god.
but yes,
Cool.
since you guys are to go to the residential
Yeah,
area,
the other 2 are gonna go in a separate one, and us 3 are gonna go in a different one.
I guess down
Alright.
here then?
whoa. Because I was just moving you guys to get you there. So you
Okay.
are there at the residential area.
Okay, so
Well,
we didn't.
more like-
These are all checkpoints, I assume.
Mhm.
These are checkpoints, yes.
Okay, so
To make
as
sure
we
that-
pass through them, I just wanted to have a look and see what I saw at each checkpoint.
There's just basically just a dwarf sitting, making sure that there's no shenanigans going on with, well, the cards.
Okay, so it's not like there's just like a couple guards there, maybe.
Yeah, a couple guys, like, if something goes on with the card, that they can quickly pull on the emergency brakes for everything to stop, and then they can get out and help out whatever's going on.
Okay,
I tried to steal one of the wheels from the cart that we were riding.
You're
Oh, yeah.
inside the card, so that's very hard.
Aren't we outside the cart now?
well now
Yeah,
you are.
once you're out. But yeah, you're on the
but
station, so...
when we get on the station, I will ask Tiny, you want this cart? We can probably carry it.
As
Yeah.
soon you guys are out of it, the card is
Yeah.
already gone.
And well, we don't
What?
leave it before I say
The card is already like... As soon as you all get out a few seconds later, card is gone.
Well, we didn't get out, right? Because we would have had time to carry it with us as soon as we left.
You can try, but I will say, everyone is watching. You
So
are
that's
not like in a closed off
Athletics
area.
at advantage, right?
Yeah, because
What?
we're helping each other. So do
Yeah.
you want to roll? Or should I roll?
Good
I have a
God.
+9. What do you have in?
Same.
+9 probably.
Same, so it doesn't matter then.
Both those strong, bulky, dumb guys.
Okay.
I was first. 23.
As the car is coming off the rails, you see a dwarf coming to you. Oh, what are you doing? Put it down!
Well, how are we supposed to get back if we don't have a cart?
That's what your ticket's for!
We got this one.
I noticed that this is happening because I got off before them stupidly, and I just walk back and I say, "Just you be letting them have their cart."
Didn't they give
Did you say that to us
us?
or to the guard?
I say that to them, to you guys.
Okay.
Didn't they give
Okay.
it to us?
They
He's the
will
wise
give
old
us,
man in the
they
group.
be giving us a new one when we
Oh, he
come
is.
back.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll put it down.
Okay.
This place really is fancy.
Yes, this place be fancy. And I make sure that they put it down softly. Alright, does it leave after they put it down?
Yeah, after they put it down, the dwarf comes over, making sure it's all okay, and then sends it off.
Alright.
But do they need the railings?
Yes, yes they do.
Do they need the rails?
Yes, yes they
What
do.
if we try to steal as much rails as we possibly can, and then we can sell it back to them?
I think you would be swarmed by about 50 dwarves.
You're looking at the 8-foot-tall Goliath. I don't think 50 dwarfs would mind him.
They
I would
all
just
are in heavy
convince him
armor
to
and
not
can
do
smash
that.
things face in very easily.
If he actually does try to do that, I would try to convince him not to do that.
That's very good. So yeah, do you guys leave the station?
We leave the station.
I've left.
Okay, you are now in the Iron Tabernacle. Yeah, Tabernacle. Yeah, I worked on.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, I'm not good with words.
That's okay.
Iron
I'll help
Tabernacle.
you out if you need it.
Yeah.
Words, my only weakness.
So yeah,
Stairs.
this is your common, well, area of the town. There are bars, there are different kinds of shops, there are taverns, inns, you name it.
Oh,
Bars?
Bars,
Pubs?
pubs.
Before I left the station, I would have gotten to see if there's like a list of laws that are special to this particular location. Like a brochure or something. Things that we need to know in order to enter this area.
Well, there is a brochure, yes, but if you read through it, there's one very odd rule. It says,
Okay.
you enter your bar, you're on your own.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'll just keep that in my back pocket just in case a guard starts hassling us, and then I can tell them to stop doing what they're doing. I can find out why, that sort of thing. Okay, so I got
Tiny
that in
just
my
says
pocket.
that I'm thirsty and I want a sandwich.
I'll get your sandwich. Or 50.
Do you see any dwarves around me?
Are there only dwarves here?
No, there are dwarves, there are
Well,
humans,
there's
there are
other
elves.
visiting people, I assume, but
There's
There-
many dwarves.
There's many dwarves, but also other races.
I look for
Kind
a
of
dwarf.
races.
You look for a dwarf, they're easily found. Found.
I pick one up.
oh no!
Oi, what are you doing?
You wanna be my friend, beard man?
It's a dwarf, Grom.
What's a dwarf?
How about you put me
Small,
down and
timidity.
I would.
I
How
thought
about
they
you
were
put
just
me
very
down,
hairy
guy?
children.
No,
You
they're just
wanna
small.
be my friend, beard friend?
Someone please help me.
I walk over and I go, his name's Grom, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I said the right name. Grom, if a big giant be picking you up, would you like it?
Yeah.
Well, this
No.
man does not.
Oh. Where's the big giant?
Perhaps over there, and I point over there.
I go and
Somewhere.
look to see if I find it.
Okay, did you put him down at least?
No.
Let me see
Oi,
it.
oi, oi!
I will
Big guy,
not-
put me down.
No, I'm -2, so
As he
no.
starts walking away, I'm gonna say, "You be putting the man down, then you'll find the giant."
Oh, okay. And I put him down and I run up to the giant.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, what we are
He's
allowed this
distracted
town
with
these
something,
days.
then he won't be in trouble. Is the point?
Yeah. So the dwarf says, "Oi, I would be alone these towns these days."
I just let him go on his business, make sure that he's not like physically hurt or anything.
He's mentally hurt.
So he's a bit shocked, that's all.
That's mean.
I would have offered him healing if he was hurt, but since he's not, I'll just let him on his way.
Dwarves are sturdy. They can handle a bit of, well, squish.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna let him start looking for a giant. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on him, but I'm gonna be just looking around, see what's immediately outside the station.
Immediately outside the station, well, there's actually a small market going on.
Ah, so this is why he came here.
Well, that's the market. You also have the big market. This is like for, well, the common folk that don't have very much, but like trading stuff that they made themselves. But the big market is down here.
Okay, yeah. So he went that way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But for now, we're just gonna be hanging out, see what we can see in the town. So after that, I'll just follow him. You guys can do whatever you want. We're just gonna... I guess we'll just reconvene at the station when we finish our exploring for a couple of hours.
I would suggest
I don't even know why we're
either Jambalaya or whatever the hell his name was, and you would go with Tiny. Yeah, Jambalaya.
I'm doing my own business. I'm like fascinated by this place.
Yeah, so
you
I'll
just
just let everybody split up, but I'm gonna go with Grom to make sure that he doesn't start harassing more people without realizing it, to be fair.
I'm gonna go into the nearest tavern because I'm thirsty and I want a sandwich.
Cool.
Well, you enter the first tavern. It's loud in there.
Cool.
Lots of talking,
Is-
lots of cheering, lots of noise.
I'll just go with Tiny.
Oh, it's a tavern.
Yes,
I woke up
I'm-
to the bar.
He's stupid, but he knows what a tavern is, I guess.
Yeah.
I walked to the bar and said, I want some meat and a sandwich.
Need a sandwich coming right up. Have any
Big
taps open?
sandwich. What?
The dwarf is not looking at you, just expect you to be someone normal, so he didn't notice your size yet. So, the sandwich and the beer. What else can it be, good sir? He's just cleaning up. God damn it, words.
Words.
Word.
Unfortunately essential.
Big
He's just-
meat and big sandwich for big
He's
man.
just cleaning up a mug and not noticing your size or whatever you are. One meat and one sandwich coming right up, good sir. Have anything to pay with?
My smiles.
I'll do, good sir.
I have 100 platinum, so yeah, I have stuff to pay. How big is the glass of meat and how big is the sandwich?
So he looks up at you, so the roodje, oh. Who was with Tiny?
Me.
This
Okay.
your friend?
Yeah, I think he would like a big sandwich and a big mug of meat.
Yeah, I can imagine. So give me 10 minutes.
What?
That's one
I-
big meat.
Yeah, he's gonna go carry like this huge lump of metal that is his stein full of.
I look
liquid.
at Falterin and I ask, how is it that small bearded children is allowed to be the boss of a tavern?
I don't think he's small, Tiny. He might look small for you, but he is probably older than me and you.
He's shorter than my children.
I'm shorter than you too. Everyone's shorter than you. Except Grom.
Not my wife.
Oh, great! He has a family and children at home.
Yeah, you would really hope that the DNA would stop with him, but no.
It goes on.
It goes on.
He got Mandy and his small children at home.
But yeah, so 10 minutes later, as he said, a cart comes out with a very large sandwich and a very large mug of ale.
Is that big enough for you, Tiny?
Yum.
How
So,
much is it, good sir?
Well, normally it would just be like 2 gold, but this requires me a little bit more, so I'm gonna be fair and say 15 gold.
15
The
gold.
small man pays, and I just go over and sit down at a table. Boom. Aren't you the one with the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hand him 15 gold for the stuff.
Thank you, good sir, but if he needs more, I would like to have it known, because I don't want him to eat me out of all my supplies. I do need to feed my other patrons.
Yeah, we'll tell you if he needs something more, but I think he might be
Okay,
good
well,
for now.
have a good day. As he walks back to his bar, he's just looking at Tiny like, what's my? That's a big guy.
Oh, I
As
have
he
a bigger
sees
guy.
Tiny, he's just like smashing his face into the sandwich.
I can imagine.
I go over to the bar and get a good cup of wine and some food. Yeah, wine, if they have.
Bit of the fancy stuff, eh? Well,
Oh.
can't promise you won't be getting the finest wine, good sir.
As long as it's not the cheapest, so it's fine.
Can't promise that either.
Just, yeah.
Just what's on the house, yes, we know, okay. So he goes out to the kitchen, gets you a bottle of wine and says, well, enjoy, good sir, that's 2 gold.
I give him 2 gold.
He takes it and just for you uncorks the wine bottle.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
over to Jambalaya.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for something that looks like a ritualistic construct.
Church.
What now?
I assume.
Something like that, sure.
Well, there is one there.
May I go in
There'll
it?
be investigation if you can actually pick it out from all the buildings around here.
All right, investigation.
Like plus a million.
Oh, that's
Well,
low.
nearly 1 million.
Oh, that's a bad roll.
Well, it takes you a couple of hours, but eventually you find one.
Oh, I go in.
You go in and it is the noon prayer that they're currently having, so it's very quiet.
Is there someone of authority I can spot out?
There's someone all the way in the back, but you're greeted by someone and he says, good day, good sir. Can I help you?
I ask him, what cult is this?
Cult.
Cult? He looks at you questioning, cult?
I look around the place. What does it look like?
A very nice, orderly, and calm church. I don't know the deities of D&D, so give me a break.
Hmm.
I know one deity, but that's my deity.
Does anything of this look familiar?
Well, I have the DM's guide if I need to.
Roll me a history check to see if you recall that something is familiar. Yes, you do recall something, but you read about it in a book.
Of course.
Oh,
He's a wizard.
but I know this book because I know everything.
Yes, you do know a lot. Let's see, what kind of random deity can I throw you in the face with?
So I find dungeon master guides to see all the gods, or
Let me just, because I wasn't prepared for this. Hooray! Fuck, why me? I also need to read up on those gods. Yay!
I mean, Warden is the most common dwarf god. If
Sure, let's go for that.
For dwarf gods.
Because I'm lazy.
So,
Sure, let's go with that.
what was the dwarf guard's name?
Marden, like this.
Morden.
Yeah, it's the god of creation, smithing, protection, metal, craft, stonework.
Yeah.
And so on.
I ask him, why do you pray to this one?
Well, he is our creator, is he not?
Did he make you?
Well, he created our good world. He grants us good fortune with our well craft.
Can I make an insight on him?
Sure, because I know so very little about this stuff.
Well, he's
Insight.
specifically the god of the dwarves and creation.
Full of shit.
Natural one.
As far as you can tell, he's just speaking the full truth to you.
That's fascinating. God
Notes.
created. Oh. I just take a sketch out of him and head on out.
Okay, you head on out.
And I would like to know, is there a place of knowledge in this place?
Yes, there are several libraries. While you were searching for the church, you came across a few of them.
I would like to read all the books, please.
You can
Haven't
go
stayed for a
there
year.
and read up on some of the books. Yes, you can, certainly.
They just ask him
Alright.
which book, and he says yes.
Which
I've
book
read that.
there?
I will specifically look for books of that look magical in nature.
Ah, magical nature. Then which kind of book again, good sir?
Yeah, there's subcategories.
Yeah, there is like you have necromantic, you have evocation.
There's different schools of magic, just pick one.
What kinds does this library have?
Probably
Well,
all.
we got a lot. So on the necromancy side, it's very small. We're trying
Okay.
to get that in order as well.
I would like to specifically look for conjuration then.
That we recently actually got a new addition to. So you're in luck.
All right.
Like the basics or the more advanced stuff.
Both.
Okay, basics and advanced. Here we go then. He walks out into the back and comes out with a small book card, and well, these are a few of them.
What are they?
Like I said, the basics of conjuration and the more advanced stuff in learning conjuration.
Can I take a look at them?
Sure you can.
All right.
So
How
you're just
do I
gonna
take a
read
look at
them there in the library?
Yeah.
Okay, alright then, Grom, what the hell are you two doing?
Alright.
Well,
I'm following you at the moment. So where are you going?
I will search for this giant. I will look for anything big. So, one.
You find nothing.
For it being a dwarven city that has been lit for the people that are not from here, you find it quite dark.
Okay, I have dark vision, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that does it better. You get hit by a fly in the eye. I call an exit for that kind of stuff.
Don't make him rage now.
It's fine.
It seems like the fly wasn't paying attention to where it was going.
Okay. I try and catch the fly.
The fly is quite fast.
Is it faster than 80 feet?
Well, you're not moving, it's just buzzing away from your head.
So I will dash 80 feet to try and catch it.
Roll me a acrobatics
Acrobatics.
to see if you can catch it.
13.
Let me just see something, because I'm just going to say fuck it.
Fly stats.
No, it's faster than you.
Okay. I will ask it to come back, and I will keep chasing it.
Come back, fly. I want to be your friend.
Oh, it's just buzzing around you, but you can't catch it. That
I
way
keep
thing. It's
trying.
not moving away from you, but just buzzes.
I keep trying.
Call me another one. This time you catch it.
Okay. And I will ask
Question
it.
is how? How do you catch it?
No, I try to not kill it. So I
Okay.
catch it like just with both of my hands and have a room in the middle between my hands. And I will
So
look in.
you get again hit in the eye as soon as it thinks it sees an exit.
Do I take damage?
No, it's just a
Okay.
teeny tiny fly. It's not a giant fly. Or is it?
I will keep running around it like an idiot. For at least 10 more minutes.
Okay, after you leave it, the fly is also gone. Enjoying its freedom once more.
Freedom.
And I will look back at the druid and wondering what we're doing here.
He forgot that he was looking for a giant.
Where's everyone else?
Okay, so I go, we be looking around town.
Oh,
What do you want to see?
I saw that fly, but it went away.
Oh, that's too bad.
What do you want to see then?
I have a few. I'd be having a few ideas.
Yeah, you do have the brochure, and it gives you this map as well that you're seeing right now.
Okay. I open it
Cool.
up, and I remember the original reason why we came here.
Hmm.
The original reason was to see if we could try to infiltrate some of those secret meetings. So I'm gonna start looking around for a guard. Which I can
I will tell
probably
you this
easily
now:
find.
the common guard of the town doesn't know about
Okay.
these things.
I'm still gonna look for him. Because I do have a
Okay.
question still. Alright, I ask him, where be the political district?
That'd be up north, good sir, but to be frank, you don't look like someone that goes there.
I nod. I be a guard for a royal. What's it, who's it? And
I would like to see some proof of that if you don't mind.
I take out my passport. It might say on it. I don't know if it does.
Yeah, it does say it on it.
I will
Well,
try and help him by take out my piece of crumbled paper.
Will it work?
no, not paper, big guy, but well, you got me beat, good sir. You are indeed a guard of, well, some very big house, indeed.
Yes, so I just be looking for information for him. So, and I take out my map and I just point. Is it this?
Okay, ping it.
Oh, he points here.
Yes, well, as you can see, there is a cart going there, but it is guarded. So, and usually you don't allow just one cart unless it has very specific message or anything important. Then we do allow it to be used. Otherwise, well, you have to go all the way around.
It's okay, I'm friends with the guard. You
No,
can
I don't
go.
think so, you big guy.
I
your-
just pat him on the side and I show his passport as well.
Well, yes, he is a guard, but I do believe he's a guard of him, but I don't think he's a friend of the guard from here.
But
That'd be
you're
fair,
my
but
friend.
he's just not all there. And I point to my head.
Yeah, I get you, good sir.
I'm just asking
their
what would be
helmets.
required to go on this. If I had him with me, would I be able to go with him?
That you can indeed, good sir.
I nod and close my brochure, and I thank him, and I give him a silver piece. So take that out of our group.
But thank you, good sir, and have a fine day.
I nod to him.
I don't know if you remember, Matt, but we also added 100 platinum to each of our inventories. if you
Oh, did he?
remember. So you
Okay,
should have
so then I'll
100.
100 to each of ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
I'll take it out of mine when I locate that. So just give me a
yeah,
second.
sure.
Okay, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. I'm gonna see if there's any like political buildings down here, like a representative that goes up there to bring requests or anything.
Well, sadly enough, all the more political buildings are up in the vault of the king, because they want to have those things done real fast, real quick.
Okay, so there's no like, I'm the guy who brings messages and concerns of the regular people up there. There's nothing like that.
There is something like that, but you can go there, but they rarely go there. They usually send someone that is from there to get the messages and then go back up there.
Okay, well I still want to go there.
Okay.
So, we walk in, unless if it took me a long time to find it.
Yeah, because it's not a very obvious building, to say the least. Well, to you it's not very obvious, so roll
Okay,
an
I'll roll an
investigation.
I'm helping him to look for this important thing.
He's not very good, but it'll give me advantage, so it doesn't
Mhm.
matter. Where's my sheet again? There it is. I got out of it on accident.
Oopsie, whoopsie.
Okay, there we go. It's taking a second. I don't know why it's...
Takes a second.
Okay. I'm clicking character sheet, but nothing's happening. Just give me the...
I can open it. Roll
we go.
for you. Oh, there we go. I open it and it works. What the hell?
Perfect.
Everything works.
I'm doing an investigation, so...
Yes, you are.
And I'm rolling at advantage because he's helping me. Poof.
15. Takes you about 30 minutes to find it then. Well, there it is.
Alright, we go in.
You go in and, well, you get a few odd looks for, well, the way you're dressed, to say the least.
That's fair. I am wearing chitin, so I look like a humanoid scorpion guy. So I look weird. That's fine.
So everyone just stops for a moment, just looks at you like, is he gonna do anything, or can we continue? Then when you don't do anything, everything continues once again.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look for the guy who is, I assume, is at a desk that I can speak to.
Yes, there is, cause well, today is a very calm day, luckily for you.
Fair enough. So I just walk over and I go, greetings.
Good day, sir. What can I do? Well, are you having a complaint or do you have questions?
I'd be having a question. So I just open my brochure again and I point at the place that he told me that we want to go. And I say, for a regular folk, what would be required to gain access to this location?
Well, to have something very important to the current matters and affairs, but I assume, well, I can guess by your attire, you might
I
not
take out, it looks like this is going to be a thing. So I take out the thing and show it to
yes,
him.
okay, I see. So, do you have any message from, well, the good sir that needs to go there?
Well, we be recently in Bryn Shander, and I suppose that there's a few people up there who might want to hear word from there.
Yeah, we do already have a few letters and, well, people with sending have contacted us, and we have heard about the town. It's not very pretty what we heard. You are. Wait a minute, give me a second. You see him disappear behind a few bookcases that just looking through papers and goes like, here we go. Comes back with a big folder and then starts flipping through it. Looking at you occasionally while he flips through the folder like, no, no, hold on. You're the guys that helped the town, am I right?
We be the ones who staved off an attack, yes.
Yes, so what would be your business up there?
Well,
Well,
I
what
start
is-
I
yeah,
start looking back and forth, but as I'm doing that, he can talk. Go ahead.
I want to speak with my friend up there, the bearded man.
There's like a million of them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there are a lot of bearded men up there, big guy.
I just pat him on the shoulder, but I'm just looking to see if anybody in the room is watching us. Like,
Can you even reach your shoulder?
I'm just
Yeah,
making sure that no one's paying more attention than, oh, that guy's weird sort of attention.
Well, you do get those, but also some people that are like, what are they gonna do? What is gonna happen? We hear interesting info.
Okay, so
Just like
there's
people that are
nobody.
interested in gossip and such.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm just looking back and forth and seeing those people. So I just sort of
But if you
lean into this.
really want to find someone that's like just spying on you, that requires a perception.
Okay, I
Because
just
they
wanted to
would
see
be
if there's
trying to
anybody.
hide themselves.
I just wanted to see if there was anybody paying special attention. Okay, perception. 16.
No, no one seems to be paying special attention to you, as you said. Just the people
Okay.
that are like gossiping between each other and going like, what are they talking about? What's going on? What is this about people that help the
Yeah, so there's
town?
no shady people with hoods over their faces or anything like that in the room.
No, nothing. Not that you can tell.
Okay. Cool. I just sort of lean into him and I say, I'd be hearing about special political meetings.
I
Perhaps
think.
I have word that they would be interested
Good sir,
in.
good sir, good sir. I think you want to come then with me about that.
Okay.
He gets up from his
Roger.
desk and motions you to follow him.
Okay.
I follow him too.
But yeah, so you do, but we leave it on a cliffhanger as we're going back to Tiny and
Okay.
Paul
Sure.
Torin.
Sure.
Was the wine any
Aren't
good?
I still eating?
Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Oh, he was asking if the wine was any good.
Well, it's not something special, but it's not the worst you ever had.
Oh, and before you guys continue, I'm just gonna dart out for a minute. So
Okay,
if you need me for anything, I'm gonna be gone for a second.
okay. It's not very good, but it's also not the worst you had.
It was average.
Just average.
Average.
Yeah.
Tiny, you get a very drunk visitor. Goes like, that's my seat you're sitting on.
Oh shit.
I punched him in the face.
Oh god. Roll me strength.
Hmm?
Strength.
Straight strength,
Yep.
not athletics.
Straight strength. You hit him. And as I said, dwarves are sturdy. He's standing. Oh, a fighter are we now? It
God.
might also be the alcohol numbing his nerves.
Probably.
Yeah.
Always.
Well,
So
you're seeing this and are observing it.
Tony, what you doing?
He just puts the dwarf straight in the face.
Does the dwarf seem drunk?
Very drunk.
Okay. Even
So
for
I
a dwarf.
punch him again.
Oh, and can I
Again.
just say that I told them about the tavern rule before I left?
If you're
Yes,
in, you're on
yes.
your own.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I would have told them that before I left.
but it's starting
So
far further
exactly,
now.
I
So.
punch him again.
Another strength check.
Recklessly attack as well.
No, you're not
That's-
raging.
You
I
hit
can
anyway.
recklessly attack
You don't have
always.
to rage to reckless.
Oh yeah, that's okay. This time he does feel. You're really one of those guys, huh? Guys.
So I'm not supposed to roll damage?
No, he does get damaged because, well, I can see your strength modifier. Hello.
He takes 6 damage every time you punch him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since you got plus
No, he
5.
goes like, guys, roll time. Oh,
fuck.
and everything starts flying. You see the bar owner just closes the closet where all the glasses is in and just dives behind the bar.
Is it allowed to use weapons?
No.
No, well,
No, please
no.
don't.
You can, but you will be in bigger trouble. Let me say that at least.
Okay, well I stand up and you can have your seat back, and I smack and I lift up the chair and I smack it in his face.
Oh, something just rolled off my desk. Get back here.
Yeah, I assume
But,
if
yeah.
you draw lethal weapons, then they're gonna be able to draw lethal weapons too, and then you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, but this is a tavern ball, not. We're going
Yeah,
to
that's
screw
fair
you
too.
to
That's
a
fair
pipe
too. So
ball.
you might have guards, but
Yeah,
So in other words, chairs are allowed.
chairs are allowed.
Chairs are more than
Yeah,
allowed.
speaking of chairs, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
You have advantage.
That's thanks to danger sense, right?
Mm.
You can see
You have a
anything.
feeling, and you just move your head out of the sight as a bar stool just whizzes past your head.
Well, do I get to roll damage for smacking the dwarf with a bar stool? I said you can have your chair back, and I smacked him in the face with this
Sure.
chair he wanted.
Sure, it will be just 1d4 plus your strength.
So can I roll athletics now?
Yes, you can.
Well, I'm always recklessly attacking, so 24 doesn't hit.
Of course it doesn't hit him. Of course it doesn't hit. What the hell do you expect?
I like that I wrote ID4 instead of 1d4.
ID4.
Ah, 8 damages straight in the face.
Plus your strength, so it's a 9 damage.
Oh, it's 9 damages straight in the face.
Well, this dwarf is still standing. As I said, these are sturdy bosses. These aren't your commoners.
Did the chair break?
The chair did break, and instead of having like his normal nose, is now all the way flat against his face. And dwarves are fighting left, right, and center.
I just turn over to Faltor and I say, I like these children. They don't break that easily.
Yeah, they're quite sturdy.
Yeah, quite sturdy, bearded children, and I just look at the guy.
Another dexterity saving throw. But this is yeah, not this time. You are tackled in the face by a dwarf, and he starts pummeling your face. Nope.
A D20 for damage?
No, to
No.
hit you.
it hit you.
Oh, to hit me.
It's not.
Yeah,
plus
that didn't
anything.
hit me. I lift him up and I just throw him away.
Look, I'm flying! No! And
It's
the
Well-
dwarves are not
crossing.
going easy at it. As it said, all right it said, if you go in, you're on your own.
You're going to have to toss me.
You're going to have to toss me. Don't tell the
Yeah.
elf.
You're bloody then.
Don't tell
Yeah,
the
but
elf.
these dwarves are just like making sure that they can catapult one another towards you since you're, well, so big.
Fuck it, I'll go help Tiny.
Okay, you are the easier target, so roll me a dex saving throw, not an advantage. Because, well,
The easier target. I'm the biggest guy.
I got the
Yeah,
Yeah,
heavier
but you
armor.
have
Target.
you have advantage on dexterity saving throws because you're raging.
yeah, and your
No, no.
face is
Oh.
up high.
I haven't raged yet.
Danger
Oh,
So
you
his
have
without
face,
rage.
it can be, well, leveled with a table.
Oh yeah, you have danger sense. That's why.
And what's your AC?
21. And
Oh
Oh,
misses.
you're
yeah,
paladin?
Jitch tries to hit you, but he hits you armor because like, ah, god damn it,
Fucking paladins, man.
this
I have
guy's
50
I'm a
cheating.
AC.
cleric. No, we have
Cleric,
16.
no.
It's dex plus con.
So yeah, as soon as they hear this guy's cheating, it stops for a moment. They all look at you.
I basically have either 21 or 17. If I
They
don't have my
all,
shield
like I
up.
said, they all look at you. One of them points and says, "Get him!"
Okay. Well, I'm heading
That's
down.
how sure you want to go lethal.
Oh, it's non-lethal.
Oh, unarmed strike, my bad.
It's
So yeah,
unarmed man.
roll it up because that hits.
Take 4 damage.
Like I said, dwarves are sturdy.
How many guys are currently jumping towards him?
The whole bloody tavern.
Yeah, I pick up the fucking table and I throw it in their faces.
You will just get about 5 of them.
Good enough.
But I'm still gonna tell you, sturdy as fuck little dwarves.
Little children.
I'll punch
So
another one.
here. Okay, that misses.
They're too short. That's the problem.
Yeah. So you get 5 whole angry fists towards you. All
That's
All
That's a
misses.
45. That's a 45 hit.
no, that's 5
No, it's
dice.
a
2 of
7,
them
a
hit
1.
because
It's a
2
7, a
of them
1,
hit
a
because they have a
16,
plus
4.
5.
Yeah.
Because they're strong. You said 21.
Yeah.
So
And the other
roll
ones do jack shit.
2d4 plus 10.
Wait a minute.
Because
Olaf,
5 plus 5 is 10.
can you smite?
I can divine strike
Yeah,
them.
but if you smite,
so
that would be
pick
lethal
up a-
damage.
Pick up a chair and smite them.
I don't have smites.
Oh, you don't have smites?
No.
Yeah,
I have
it's
an ability. I have ability with my weapons. I do a ton of damage extra on them. But that's when I'm using a weapon.
That's 40 damage to you. From
Well,
2 very
you'd have
angry
to
dwarves.
improvise a weapon in this
Yeah.
instance.
So, Tidy, you are getting assaulted by more dwarfs, so roll me another dex save. Nope.
30.
it's- you have another dwarf on you that's also trying to punch you in the face.
Miss.
Nope. That misses.
I just grab him by his beard, and I basically I grab him by his beard, and I do just like the Hawk in the Avengers, Tiny God, just boom, boom, smacking him back and forth.
Yeah, that dwarf is out as soon as you finish.
Puny dwarf.
But as
Puny
soon as he
dwarf.
says not the beard, all attention that was on Valtorin is now attention on you. Roll me 4 dexterity saves.
I think it's fine.
Okay, so one managed to get me.
Yeah, one managed to get you.
Can I get take 2 of them at the same time with the same thingy, pulling them after the beards?
Well, the 3 that missed you just fly past you unless you want to try and catch them.
They flew past me. Okay, then I'll just do it with the 1.
Yeah, but that was first gonna hit you.
No, he's not. Okay,
That's
he
great.
is.
So that's 2d8. No, 2d4. Where? 2d4 plus 5.
I knew he was gonna try this, but I didn't know that you were gonna let him.
I am gonna let the shenanigans happen.
No, not you.
Hey, it's a
Me.
dwarven tavern. If I could have chosen where to live in this kind of world, no matter race I would have been always in a dwarven tavern because this is fun.
I don't mind. So I just fuck it. I'm bored.
Bar brawls are just fun. Everybody's still friends afterwards when they get beaten to
Yeah.
shit. That's
So
the fun
you
part.
11 damage to you. So Valtorin, you have no attention on you anymore.
And the barkeep is gone.
The barkeep is just under his bar. Well,
Yeah,
you
he
saw him
basically
disappear
has
under his
those.
bar.
He has like a thing that he pulled in front of the bar so nobody could hit him.
Yeah, no, he put it on the glass, so he closed the closet and then just disappeared under the bar. You don't see him
Yeah.
afterwards.
I'll grab a chair and smack a dwarf.
Smite him.
Here,
I wish I could.
Roll me an attack, an unprovisioned weapon attack.
So straight strength.
Yep. Nope. You
And
hit
one
one straight in the beer belly and just bounces off.
Fuck it, I'll punch him again.
Yeah, that hits.
It takes 4 more damage.
But now the one you hit in the beer belly is gonna punch you twice.
Good luck hitting.
Yeah, that 19 hits.
Yeah, but the other one misses.
1d4 plus 5. Did I do rolling? I don't know. Yes, that's 7 damage to you. Also, roll me perception.
Both of us?
No, just him. Yeah, since you were actually watching the bar owner, you see him just call to the door, just like staying out of the fight.
I don't mind him. I want to fight the other dwarfs.
Okay. Heidi, another few deck saves.
How many?
3. 14 makes it. So you now have 2 dwarves on you. Yeah, the 18 makes it.
18 hits.
It's 18 plus 5. It's strength modifier, but I'm too lazy to add the plus 5. So that's another 7 damage.
I grab both the dwarves by their heads and I smack their faces into each other, and I try to throw them up and through the roof.
That requires big athletics.
But
The
he's a
roof
big
part,
boy.
especially.
But he's a big
Do
boy.
I get to do reckless attack on it?
No.
Aw.
You got like +9 anyway.
Yeah, but I
Yes,
can roll
that's
bad.
why. Yep, there are now 2 dwarves stuck in the ceiling. But as soon as your turn ends, you guys hear a very loud dwarf going like, "Okay, now we settle down this right now."
Just stand with a
Hey.
share in my hand and just look at him. Why? It's fun.
You see a very heavily armed dwarf standing there with a warhammer.
Oh, please let some of the other dwarves throw something in his face.
I'll
This
see
guy-
what the other dwarfs do.
All the dwarves just stop, and some of the drunkards are like, It's always the fun police.
It was the fun police.
Dead police.
And they all just slowly return drunken towards their places. Even the 2 in the ceiling are just moving their legs around. Okay, who started this?
I point to one
Every-
of the dwarves up in the ceiling.
Well, it's kind of true.
Every single dwarf points to you, Tiny.
I point to the dwarf in the roof.
No, he did a punch. That's the thing.
Where's the one
I
that?
I did the punch.
Where's the
He
one with
did
the chair in the face?
He's the one that started it.
Yeah, but where is he? Can't see him.
Yeah, he's in the roof, but Tiny's the one who punched.
That's true.
So
Yeah, but it was a
every
dwarf that
single
wanted
dwarf
to see
points
it.
towards you. And he looks like, oh gosh, big guy coming with me right now.
What if I refuse?
Well, I got a whole lot more dwarfs to get you then.
I go over to the heavy armor guy and I just. He is my guard. He just helped me not getting killed by these moron dwarfs.
Well, the bartender taught me something else.
And what did he tell
He
you?
was acting threateningly towards my master and me.
Roll me, please, roll me a deception check.
Who, me?
That's a 19.
Oh god, that's a high one indeed.
That
Give
is
me-
actually quite damn high.
Well, I
Yeah.
got +0, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
let me
so
just-
high because you truly believe it.
that's the wisdom.
No.
Ah, you go. Yeah, you're lucky. He's like, I will be keeping an eye on you, big guy. This time.
You only have one eye? And I start looking at him.
No, he has two eyes.
Okay.
I will be keeping an eye on you, big guy. Don't make me come for you again.
How many dwarfs are within 30 feet of me and look hurt?
All of them.
I'm gonna be nice and just prayer for healing. I'll take 10 minutes and heal them all.
That's very agreeable. So yeah, in those 10 minutes, we go back to Jambalaya.
Oh. Did I find any spell books?
Yes, you were
So far?
given spellbooks even.
Yeah, what kind of spell books are they?
Conjuration.
Well, you asked for conjuration, so you got the basics and the advanced.
Yeah, so
And you
what
were
level
reading through
spells
them.
are in
What's the
those?
spell called?
Yeah. What spells are in there?
Well, in the basics you get well the thing you already know, how to properly do conjuration casting, cantrip, so the very basic like cantrips only, and a few level 1 spells. In the more advanced one, they go in detail about some very first level cantrips, but also go in the more higher level ones.
Yeah, but how high level and which spells? Because it's only a few in first.
Oh god. You have the ones they primarily talk about are like Fog Cloud, Find Familiar, and Unseen Servant for the first level. Then at second level they go into Find Seeds. Mostly are like non-lethal or self-defense.
Alright.
So I say pick whatever spell you want. I did not prepare this.
Okay, so how high levels is the advanced one?
The advanced go up to level 4.
Level 4. Okay, so you can basically pick up to level 4 spells and copy them if he has the gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Just find spells up to level 4. If you have the gold, you can copy it.
How much does this spell cost? And I point at the level 4 spell.
If you're a conjuration wizard, right?
Yes. So it's half.
So it should be half.
Half the price, half the time.
200. So 100 gold.
2 times platinum.
It will be 200 if it's not conjuration spell.
Oh, I'll just check out the spells here. Don't mind me.
Okay, I have a list, a very handy dandy list of all the spells. It's now in. Where did I leave it? Where did it go?
5e tools?
Yay!
Mhm.
How did you guess?
Because
That's
you always
useful.
use that. That's how.
And it's useful. So.
So yeah, is that all you're doing?
Well, after that, I would like to. Let's see here.
Depending on how many spells you do, it could be several days.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah.
some time to write them down.
I would
1
like
hour
to.
per level.
And it takes half if it's a conjuration because you're conjuration.
Yeah.
I would like to check the marketplace,
The big or small one?
the big one.
Okay, the big one. Then you. Whoop, where's my mouse? Where did it go? You're the only one that's there.
Alright.
Tiny, you got 14 hit points
What do I see?
if you lost any.
Do you see who? What?
Yeah, that almost brings me back to
In the
max.
marketplace.
Yeah, who do you see? Roshu, the kobold?
I need a long rest. I'm missing 4 hit points.
Oh no, I'm missing 7.
Guys, I'm trying to understand him here.
Okay.
What do I see in the marketplace?
In this one you see people. Well, the more how do you say exotic stuff they're selling. Their more special specialty items as well. Certain market stalls are specialized in making armors. Other ones are making in swords. Elven, dwarven, human, from all over the world.
I would like to ritual cast detect magic and look for magic items.
A few of the stalls do have magic items. A few of the stalls only sell magic items, but those are more like smaller things that people can use, or well, adventurers also can use. Depend on your usage of them.
All right, I'll go over there.
But you also find Deagle over there, as usual, just giving his kit, handling with people, and he is
Roshan, not
making
you.
quick sales left and right around the stall. And he seems to be quite popular.
Of course, yes. All right.
Because, well, he's well known. How the hell not?
It's like everywhere now.
I mean, not everywhere you see a kobold selling things to you.
Well, I don't have any money. So.
You have 100 platinum, didn't you?
No,
No.
he joined
Oh,
after.
No, he joined after that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. My bad.
So.
Oh.
Poor piece of shit.
Poor Noble, Jesus. You have your starting gold, that's only 25.
Yeah.
I would like to catch up with the others and maybe
Ask for
pay for that
gold.
book.
Well, as you said, you would meet up at the station again.
Sure.
All right.
So, alright, and Gorm. Grom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second. Because I'm trying to figure out something. So. And then. Whoop. And there we go. I think I fixed my gold. So I had 100 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means if you have a 99, that's still 9 gold and 9 silver left after you pay them.
Yeah. I'm not sure where I got these electrum pieces from.
I thought I gave you them, if I recall
If
correctly.
you noted them down, you probably have them.
Yeah, I have a few electrum pieces and a few gold pieces as well. But anyway, either way, so we were being taken into the back room.
Yeah, you were taken into the back room. Says, well, what would you? So he offers you a seat. Can I get you anything to drink as well, good sirs?
I just look over and see if Grom needs anything.
Yes, friend, I'll take what you have.
He looks over at you, alright, and What would he like to have? I don't think he will like what I have.
No, I want that one. One you have.
I just wave him off to indicate that I don't want anything. But if he wants something, that's up to him. He's his own
Yeah.
person. I'm gonna let him go.
I want one
Well,
dwarf is drinking, basically.
well, okay, if he says so. He leaves the room for a few moments and comes back with a platter with 2 cups, one a bit larger than the other, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I
He
will
puts them on.
the larger cup then.
Yeah,
What is
and
this?
as you look at the cup, the substance is black and is hot.
Okay.
Ooh,
I will look at
give
the
you
dwarf.
black coffee.
Is he drinking this?
He is drinking this from a
I
smaller
will,
cup.
I will try and drink the whole thing in one gulp.
It's hot.
Have you ever had coffee ever before?
I like coffee, but I'm imagining it's pretty hot.
It is hot, yeah, it's scalding hot.
Yeah, so I will try and drink the whole thing.
Roll me a con save.
That's probably his specialty. So great.
It's fine.
Yeah, even though it's a strong coffee, because it's strong, you still just gulp it down.
I just hope he doesn't get wired from it. Because that's gonna
Adrenaline
be
rush
harder to
initiate.
handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the dwarf and says, "What is this? It was good."
Called coffee. But yeah,
Oh,
back to the points of business. What would you like to know, or how can I help you, good sirs?
Well, I be offering you, well, whoever is interested. I would prefer to speak to such people in person, if they are interested.
That's why I'm asking. What can I do for you to get you perhaps in, well, a talk with them?
um, I'm not sure if you be hearing word of the bandits that attacked the city of Bryn Shander in its weakened state.
No, no, I did not. Sadly enough, I did hear of the attack, but not about the bandits yet. That would be news coming in very soon, I assume.
Well, I be having privileged information that they were stealing quite a bit of money from the bank. Also, they had a second prong to this attack. They seem to be after a morgue, which seems troubling, to say the least.
Seems also a tiny bit odd, but yes. This is more than enough info to also look at it, look into it. So yes, I can get you into, well, one of these people, but what else can I get for you done, good sir?
Well, really, I heard that there was the big secret meeting, though it wasn't very secret. I heard about it.
all my friends are going to it, and I want to go too.
Give me one moment. You see him walk. You see the dwarf walk up to the door. He checks to the blinds and then closes them and then locks the door behind him and goes like, "This is very privileged info indeed. How did you obtain this info?"
Because all my friends are
Oh,
going.
not you, big guy.
I just pat him on the side of his arm to calm him, and where did I specifically get this information? I don't know if you told me.
Well, I told you it's like backstory stuff only.
Okay, so I guess I heard it from people just sort of as I was doing deeds around the world.
Yeah, it seemed a bit more like gossip and such as well.
Okay, sure. So I say, word be out on the street, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, the current state of affairs gossip does, well, that thing does get around, I assume, but yes.
You may be having a leak? Or a mole,
Well, I
perhaps?
wouldn't know that, but people, well, can assume things. I mean, this is not the first time these kind of meetings have been held.
I like
Fair enough,
moles.
but if there were such a mole or leak, perhaps our surfaces could be obtained for a price, but I would have to be speaking to the specific individuals that would like this done.
Yeah, I can see what I can do for you, but I can't promise anything. I can, well, perhaps you would get a response in perhaps 2 days, but nothing I can promise.
I nod, and I go, I be also having a communication line with anyone from Bryn Shander, and
Are we talking about going back and forth constantly or just one way?
if any major updates were to come from these bandits, we managed to capture their leader, or at least one of their leaders. I didn't have much time to interview him myself, but if they get any information, I put in a good word, and if I get any information back, I will be needing some sort of way
You
of
would need,
communicating this information to
yeah,
whoever
well,
needs it.
yeah, that seems very obvious. Well, that puts you a bit more higher on the list, indeed. Well, higher on the list than your friends.
I nod and I sort of look over and at Grom to see if he's like looking around the room or getting bored or anything.
I look for a mole on the floor.
Perfect. Get him to roll. See if he sees anything interesting.
Sure, roll me your perception to see if you see a mole.
7.
You don't see a mole, but you do sure see a mold
Mole.
or a mole on the dwarf's face.
Oh, great. This is gonna go well.
Is it
It's
like
not a
this
mole,
mole?
but a mole.
I ask the druid, is it like this mole? And I will pinch the mole on the dwarf.
Oh, great.
Ah.
I just I place my hand on his arm and try to calm him, and I say, "The mole be figurative." And I'm hoping that this breaks his mind enough that he remains silent for a little while.
You mean like a toy?
A little.
I'll look for a toy mole.
Good boy. And I pat him on the arm. And continue the conversation.
Yes, as I was saying, you will be put higher on the list as in importance to be well at these meetings.
All right. I did show him my passport before. Does it have information of like who I'm supposed to be guarding specifically?
Yes, you're a party member and the name of his house.
Okay. And I say, there be a member of the whatever his house name is that we be traveling with.
Oh, I think he's typing it up for you.
That would be helpful. And I say, and he be interested in these matters as well. Perhaps he could be getting a seat in these talks, perhaps, but the Thunderbanes may have not kept contact with him for a while, so we would need to
every
negotiate
big house
this.
has been contacted. I can inform you about that, good sir. Thunderbanes, well, not very much part of it, but they do have a representative at the table that I can assure you.
Perhaps we could go and speak to this representative at some point. Do you know where they are staying? Do you have records of this?
We do, and well, they would be not here in the common district. They would be more in the Vault of the Kings. As you know, things aren't well so hoity-toity as it used to be.
Do they have an inn room or a rented house, perhaps, that we could go visit?
Well, yeah, they have a rented house, you could say that, yes. But since, well, political matters are currently, well, being spoken about and things trying to keep the balance in the world, they are currently for free staying, and we do have the record where they're staying at the current place, but I can't give you that until I have given the green light to give you that information.
Fair enough. Perhaps I should come back later today, tomorrow, a few days.
Like I said, it might be taking 2 days before I can get back to you. Would you be staying here in town?
Yes, I'd be coming back with the specific location so you know where to deliver such information.
Okay, well, more like a messenger to tell you that you're needed.
Fair enough. But I have yet to be at the specific location, so I do not know its name, so I will be back with that information.
That's very too well. Was it about everything, or do you still have some questions?
That be it for now.
Okay. He gets off his chair, unlocks the door, and bolts it open for you two. Well, it was nice speaking to you, and I see you later. Ulriven, if I'm saying it correct?
It'd be a nickname, but yes. I just sort of wave to him and try to usher the still searching for a toy mole.
You found one.
Did he find one?
There was mole on the face of the dwarf.
Well, yes, but did he find the action figure mole in the room?
He got 3 intelligence.
No,
Strip it off.
it's just a room with a table and a few chairs, making sure that no sound can go on the outside.
Okay, so I just try it. I say, "We be going now," and I just start pushing on him.
So the
Okay.
dwarf is like, do you by any chance have some kind of spell that can make like a fake mole?
Goodbye, coffee mole.
And I just push him out of the room.
He needs to close the door and goes back to his desk.
Okay,
And he gets
so,
a few papers out, writing, well, letters.
fair enough. So he's already off to work. So
Yep.
our plans are in motion. We might have an inn due to us taking the path of being royals.
Mhm.
So
Well, this time a house, but this time as royals, you do get to be here, but more as like a house of the Thunderbane.
So perhaps we might have an inn, but we'll need to talk to that representative.
Yeah.
So who knows when that'll work out, but we'll see. So we got everything started. I'm gonna start heading back towards the station, which is where we said we were gonna meet.
Okay. Tiny and Valtorin.
Yeah.
It's you guys again. So yeah. You
Well,
guys
there's
have
nothing
been
much more to do for us in this tavern, is there? So
No.
no, you have been ushered out of the tavern and set
You've
us
made
aside.
you've made the tavern a pile of rubble. What else do you want?
Free wine.
free wine because it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Well, you have free wine in your hand since you weren't
Well-
requested the bottle to be given back.
Oh yeah, cool.
Well, he did already pay for it.
Yeah, technically he did pay for the bottle, so I guess it's not free wine, is it?
Yeah.
I take the wine bottle with me and go back to the station. I say, Tiny, we will meet them in the station again and see what we're gonna do.
Okay, as you get to the station, everyone else is there as well. Well, you're the first to arrive.
Alright, so we'll switch to Jambalaya, I guess.
Yeah, he said that
He
he's
was
also
still doing
went to the
something,
station.
wasn't he?
He's
No, he said
going up
went
to
to
the
the
station.
station,
Okay, so
which
Jambalaya
is
is also there?
hours later than you guys.
Okay, we wait for him to arrive.
So hours later, he finally arrives.
As we're just sort of sitting there, I walk over as soon as I see him and I say, "You be getting held up by something?"
I hope it's not too much of a hassle, but do you have any currency I can borrow?
Yeah.
What you need a currency
Very
for?
high and mighty. Any currency, good sir?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you need a currency for, Jambalaya?
Well, there is this one book I'm excited to learn, and I can't get it without the currency.
Do you know how expensive it is?
It's about 100 gold.
1 million gold.
$1 million.
If I were
$1
to
billion
acquire this,
dollars.
I would probably need to use some ink as well, which probably costs more as well.
It's like it's the ink that costs 100 for you.
I'll hand him
The
200
ink
gold.
price is 100 gold. That's how much you need for the ink.
Oh,
I'll hand
so
him
it
200
costs
gold.
200.
So how
Thank
much?
you.
You get 200 gold from me.
And I proceed to head back without any.
As he's about to leave, I say, "Wait a moment."
What?
He
Yes.
was the one leaving, right? Okay.
Yeah, Jambalaya.
I go, "Perhaps we should find an inn that you can return to when you're finished, before you head off your own direction."
All right.
So I just want him
Right.
to come with us to the inn, so that way he knows where we're staying.
So I'll ask everyone else if they've seen a mole.
No one has seen a mole. Because it seems to be very hard for a mole to dig into stone.
Well, he can ask them. They can give their response, I guess. So, Tiny, have you seen a mole?
Have I seen a mole?
What kind of mole?
Like a toy one.
And I raise my arm and show that I have a mole on my arm.
Not that one, like a toy one.
A toy one.
Not a real mole.
Can I
No.
cast prestidigitation to look at the mole and make it a toy mole?
Sure.
You can make a toy mole like in your hands, but as soon as you give it to somebody, it will disappear.
Well, I'll try to do that then. Is this what you're looking for? And I put my hand from.
Yeah. I will say, feast friend, that I found it.
You found a mole?
Yeah, that's what you wanted, right?
I walk over.
Yes,
'Cause
I
he's
guess
talking to
so.
me.
And I
He's
take
talking
it.
to me. I'm the one who he wants. So I walk over, and I just pat him on the shoulder like he's a a very tall, muscular child, and I say, "Good job. You be finding what I needed." And I walk over to him and I say, "Good. You be keeping that in your pocket."
I make it so it looks like it moves with it, like an
Wow.
illusion.
Great. So I go, "Good. We found what we needed. Now for our next mission. Find an inn.
Cool.
Well, we were just in an inn. Maybe they can have some rooms that we can buy.
Where is it?
Well, their wine was shit though.
Well, Thorin,
Yeah.
you do know that your family has a house here in the city.
Well, I also have something better for you guys.
You like
Is
coffee?
it free?
Yes, it's free. As long as I'm with you.
The only
I
thing is
walk
roll me a
over to
history
him and
check to see if you remember where it was.
But before that, I walk over to him and I say, I'm not sure we be going there yet, but a representative of your family may be there. So whether or not he's still on friendly terms with his family, I assume that's part of his backstory. I'm not sure if...
Do you remember what it is?
You do remember where it is. You know the street, you know the
why
number,
would
you
an
know
elf-
the exact way
why would
how.
an elf have a city in a have a house in a dwarven city?
What?
Why would an elf have a house in a dwarven city?
Because
This
I'm
is for
bloody rich.
political. This is
Oh.
political reasons.
And I'm bloody rich.
Political reasons. Okay.
Yeah, it might
Yes, I
not be
mean-
a huge dwelling because it's underground, but
Mhm.
they might just have like a couple rooms or something.
Yeah, a couple of rooms with like a kitchen just to get breakfast or dinners ready and such. Or like a vacation home.
Yeah, tiny little space.
Yeah.
It's probably built into the wall, and it's not easy to get access to. But it's there.
Roll me a perception check for that one.
Who, me?
No. Or Ivan.
Oh, sure. I'll roll perception. There we go. 14.
As you say houses in the wall, you look around and you see all kinds of houses in the wall.
Yep. They build them into the stone, as well as have exterior homes in the opening, I assume.
Yeah, they do.
Perfect.
Just to save space and such.
So, let's go there if that's where you want to go. But I just wasn't sure if your family was on good terms with you or not. So,
Depending which of the family. I'm on fairly
Okay,
good
fair
terms
enough.
with them, but some of them I'm not.
okay, fair enough.
So yeah.
So I guess we can try to go there, but
Yeah, I will say this. This line is for like messages or like important stuff to be happening, like transport between the two. So you must take the regular line and go all the way around.
okay.
Yeah, sure.
So there is also a booth at this station, just asking you where you're planning to go.
What, at this one? Up here?
So at this one. This
Oh, down
station.
here. Okay, down
From
there.
East
Okay.
the Big Billy.
Okay, we're at the station, which is where we were before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're asked, where would you be heading, gentlemen?
We're heading up to the Vault of Kings.
Sorry to be asking, but I do need to see some proof to actually allow you there.
I show him the sigil and show him the papers.
Sigil's more than enough.
Bitch.
Good enough.
And
Okay,
then
that's-
since we're traveling beside him, I just show that our threes is
No, you get waved like no papers, good sirs. I believe that you're with him because you're the weirdest group of people I've seen all day. So he just
Well,
rolls up.
I was
Yeah,
going
right.
to go through the formality of showing him our papers that were with him, but that's okay. If he doesn't want to
Yeah,
do that, that's good.
Yeah, he rolls out 5 tickets and says, "Here you go, people.
Well.
Just wait for the cart to arrive at platform 3. That's all the way over there."
Yep.
He points all the way in the back.
Can we keep the card this time? I ask him.
No, you cannot keep the cart.
I explained to him,
Uh,
they be keeping our carts safe for us, so we don't have to be carrying it around.
Oh, that's smart.
oh. Well, why didn't you just say that? Stupid idiots.
Uh, And as you arrive at the platform, just a few moments later, your carts arrive.
Okay,
Step in the
same
car.
situation as before. Those
Yeah.
two travel together. I'm gonna travel with the other two.
Yeah.
Because
So
they're
you-
too big, so then I'm just gonna stay with them so they don't get
Yeah.
into mischief.
So after about 20 minutes of travel, you arrive at the King of the Falls. Let me at least give me a second. Here we go. Oh, there you guys are.
Alright, and when we arrive,
Hmm.
I go over to. I assume they're waiting for us to arrive when we get there. And I walk over to. What's his name? Felterin?
Mm-hmm.
Totorin.
Okay. Okay, yes. I walk over to him and I say, also, I forgot to mention, I got the ball rolling on us to see if we can get into those negotiations. But
No one is waiting for you. Like I said, it might take 2 days.
and I'm gonna tell him that it's gonna take a couple of days before we see the results of what I've put into place.
Well, yeah, that's good to know. We have that in our back of our heads.
But as you leave the station, you see a lot of dwarves just walking. You see a lot of people walking back and forth, talking about things. But you see also platoons of very heavily armed and elite guards.
I wave at them.
They don't
Very
wave back.
good.
That's mean.
They're just focused on their job.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
they're kind of busy, Ellen and Grom, so they can't wave back at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, they be told not to wave because then other people might get jealous.
Oh.
That would make sense.
I nod.
And I explain the way to the noble home of my family, and we head there, I
Which
guess.
is up here.
Yeah.
How important is your family? Because it depends how far you'd have to travel down.
Not the most important, but quite important.
Quite important, so middle.
Yeah.
Of
They're like
Which
the
specific
high-end middle class.
weird hallway do we have to go down?
You have to go down these very corridors and then go here. So let me just be very clear so that I can draw for you.
Yeah,
Just
just
go
draw
here,
a tiny
left.
square where we're going.
Go
Okay.
down there.
Oh,
So
we're
I
going
will-
in this little nook here.
Yeah, so
Okay.
here, this black zit is your place.
Wow. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
It's not that far away actually.
Oh.
But
And guess we had there now.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
we'll go
didn't
there
build
immediately.
anything yet, so that will be coming next session. I will have made something for you guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Don't worry about that yet. So we go to the place. That's fine.
Okay. So you get to the place, and there is, like he said, a representative sitting at the table, just currently having dinner. He looks all you over, and then he spots you, Valtor, and says, "Oh, hello, good sir. I wasn't expecting anyone to come here today, or well, any day."
Hello, are you the one that makes the coffee?
No.
Is this the coffee house then?
I
Uh,
pat him on the arm and I say, they be having servants to do that.
Oh,
Ooh.
Uh,
I pat Gorm on the arm, and we be learning a lot today. My head is hurting.
small people are weird. But they're still nice.
young sir, what can I do for you? Why are you here, if I may know?
Well, this is kind of my home, so
Well, well, more like a political estate for when things are needed to be talked about.
it's
But-
political estate for my family or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we just wanted a place to stay, and we didn't want to pay. Even though I have more than enough money for it.
That's very obvious, sir. But still, why are you here? I do know you're on travels, or
I
are
sort of
you?
walk in and I try to seem reverent, if you will, like not just butting in, but I go, if I may be interrupted.
Of course, Mister.
They call me Old Rife.
I'm an old man.
Yeah,
Mister Right,
because I
my
be
lord.
old and my name is Rife.
Well, I will just say, Mister Rifen. What can I do for
We
you?
be here because we be traveling from Bryn Shander, and
Oh, yes,
we have
tragic
news
indeed.
from Bryn Shander.
There's tragic news indeed about the town.
We be having more troubling news, unfortunately.
Oh, that's very worrying indeed.
Also, we heard that there be talks of such a private sort, and we were hoping to perhaps hear some of the plights from these representatives of different lands to see if we can help.
Well, I can give the young sir my place, but for you guys, I actually have. Well, he has to get things specially ordered because, well, limited amount of people may know that very info.
Mm. That'd be all right. The ball is already rolling. If you get my drift,
I understand what you mean,
Yeah.
Mister
I've
Riven.
spoken to a man, uh, a political person, and he said it may be taking a couple of days for such things to come through.
Yes, and I assume you will be staying here these couple of days as well.
Yes.
Okay, let me just open up more of the rooms for you then. Uh, 5 people, if I count correct.
Yeah.
We be used to sleeping in the same room, but it be up to you how you wish to divide.
Well, that would be very hard. I mean, they're mostly two-person rooms, so would be very cramped for all 5 of you.
Fair enough. But you be deciding.
Of course. So would I say 2 rooms?
That should.
Two rooms opened up for you 5. I mean,
Okay.
I be not needing much room, so that'd be fine.
okay, that's very good. He gets up and walks up to a small how do you call those things? Key closet, you could say. He opens it with a key and gets 2 out, and then tells him, "Well, these are the keys to the rooms, and uh, there's enough stock for, well, 2 weeks. If you need something to eat, I can cook something up for you guys right now."
You not be having servants in this place?
Oh no, no, I'm all alone here. Why would that be?
You hear my stomach grumble, and I say, "Servant friend, can you make some food for us?"
Ah, yes. I would like some help to make food for, well,
I
these two
will
all want.
Sure. Since our next objective is going to be in a couple of days, I don't mind helping out and doing things
I'm
at this
sure.
place.
And since we're gonna stay in this place for a while, I'll just take my armor off in my room and take my fancy clothes on.
Of course, because that's what nobles do. So
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, showing off.
Yeah. When you're rich, you're rich.
I literally have no change of clothes.
You just have the barrel.
I just have my armor.
Yeah,
Underneath
but
that is literally nothing.
I'm guessing that your
Oh yeah,
armor looks like a barrel, right?
just
Because of the
just to
picture.
get you to say it, Matt. There are some golden things in this building.
Yeah, later on I may celebrate holding those things if I can take them with me.
Go!
But I have to find out if I can take them with me. So that'll be later.
Yeah, okay. You could sleight of hand some gold and silverware. Who knows?
This is my friend's place. I'm not gonna steal from him.
Uh,
So
But-
as they get the meal cooked, actually I'm not gonna stay there because I told them I was gonna tell them where I was staying, so that way they could send me the message. So I'm gonna go back and then come back. So that'll probably take me like an hour or two.
Mm.
So
yeah, well, about hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the library and take the book.
okay,
Okay,
that
so you're
sounds.
traveling with him.
Yeah, for the book, it's important to know, does the library take a cut when you read the books? Or do you get to read them as long as you're there?
You can read them as long as you're there, but taking them with you, they require a deposit, so that
Okay,
the
so as
book
long as
isn't.
you copy your spell there, it will only be 100 gold, not 200.
Yeah,
Oh.
So you can
Yeah,
make two
so-
level spells.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Also, you could probably buy the ink from them because they probably know that kind of sort of thing is going to happen. So
yeah, they know that kind of sort of thing is going to happen one way or another. Or
So-
people bring their own ink and paper, but then they do require a small deposit, so that if they accidentally spill some ink on the pages, that they don't have to remove it or restore the book.
All right.
But
So-
since you're paying for everything, so then that's not needed.
okay, so we're going to be traveling there. So let them have a meal. Let them role play a meal. Why not?
Yeah,
Sure.
I will place you two here. So you guys just present your passports, get a ticket towards it, and you're off again.
Yeah. So let them role play a meal before we do our stuff.
So, yeah,
What kind of
you
meal
guys
are we
are-
getting?
Well, for you two guys, there's the whole table is served with different kinds of food, like chicken, potatoes, pork, and the representative comes up to Otto and it goes like, "These guys will eat through the food deposit in like days. Are you sure you can, well, keep up for them?"
I can but get more food if needed.
Oh, if you say so, young sir.
Just show them the money bag.
Like the bag of holding, just take like 50,000 gold out. Well, it's more like it.
Just
No,
give
it's
him some
10,000.
gold. Just give him 10 platinum and say this is for food.
Yeah. Do that.
Yes, I think it will do more than enough.
Well, it's not 50,000 gold. It's still more like 11,000.
Still more than enough.
Just give him 10 platinum. He'll be fine.
It will be more than enough, yes.
Exactly.
And then
He's gonna
15
be buying the
platinum.
good food and meat. Lots and lots of meat. Tiny needs meat or he gets cranky. He's just like a baby with his bottle. He needs his meat.
I look at the representative and hand him 50 platinum and just yeah.
Okay.
How much meat?
A lot.
A lot.
Like
So we have
biggest
some
barrel
I
I
want to
can
get a
get?
couple of casks.
Pretty
the
big
biggest
casks.
the biggest cask I can get, I assume.
Can we have some coffee too?
That
They
we have in
probably have
spades.
some in stock, but
Yeah, that we have in spades. Assume you can get your coffee yourself, good sir. Get the coffee yourself, good sir.
Okay, and I will start to wander
Oh,
around.
he's talking to Valtorin.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah,
get
I-
a copy for him.
He's still gonna answer him.
Yeah, I don't want to have the big guy, well, annoyed.
Oh, he's the person you don't want to noise.
Yeah, he's talking about Tiny, so he's going to be off because there's no meat in the house.
Don't say that loud.
Don't say that out loud.
Yeah, he whispers that there's no meat in the How so?
Can I roll a perception to see if I can hear it?
Sure.
15.
Make stealth check or
let-
something.
Yeah, let me just roll something, because, well, he has a very average-ish desk.
Yeah, he was saying it quietly, but no.
He was still screaming it. Am I just standing like somewhere, or am I sitting
You're
at
sitting
a
at
table
a table while eating, currently.
eating? No meat, and I'll just smack the table with my fist, like really hard.
Oh,
Do my hand go through the table?
The table has now a very tiny size hole in them.
oh, it's pretty big.
Yes.
Okay. We'll get you a lot of meat, Tiny. So just calm down.
Yes.
I'm
No more
calm.
smashing of tables.
You sure you're calm? You kind of
Well,
broke the table.
Well, with that platinum, I'm sure he can get a replacement table.
yeah.
I go over to the little dwarf, and if you don't get me some meat, I'm gonna have to be able to drink your blood.
I think it's more human or happens. I don't know.
Yeah, he's human. He's like, oh boy.
You don't have advantage on
That's
intimidation.
I know it's a 7 and intimidation.
Let's see if he can outroll you.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Oh,
Yeah, he's a rich guy. He's not afraid of big people because he can have guards on them.
I've seen bigger.
You seem bigger.
young sir, I will be off getting, well, this good sir's favorite drinks. He says, and he is off before you can even say something to him.
Very well. Don't crush anything, Tiny. We'll get you the biggest barrel of mead.
Good.
Yeah, he's gonna come home with like a huge, one of those big distilling barrels full.
You think he was to have trouble with that big guy, do you? You really think he was trouble with that big guy?
No.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get one of them. Yes.
Oh, he's gonna get more.
He's gonna get like
More the better.
10 of them.
There's 10
5.
barrels of meat.
Just 5 to be safe.
And really big ones.
Yeah, just directly to the vein.
Right to the producer. Hand me 5 barrels now.
But yeah, he is off, and now it's just the 2 of you in the house. How are you gonna wreck the place? That was a sarcastic question, by the way.
We haven't been digging for a while.
Like, I will try and make coffee, and I don't know how, but I might ignite the house. Who knows?
I'll help Grom with
Well, it
fucking
is
coffee.
a stone house, probably, so you'd have a hard time.
Yeah, but if somebody's gonna be able to ignite a stone house, it's gonna be me or Grom.
Sure.
Definitely.
To be safe, I'm helping Grom.
I mean,
with the
if
coffee.
we were underwater, we would still be able to burn something down with our stupidity.
By accident.
Well, if the heat is hot enough, fire does catch to water, so it's
That
it's
is actually quite true.
Yes. So yeah, Salton, you're helping Grob making his coffee.
Yes. And I'm making mainly if I have to take a shack.
I'd say you know how to make coffee, so nothing needs to be rolled.
Good. I make a lot of coffee.
You make a lot of coffee. Question is, will it be the same as he had before?
I'll make fairly strong coffee.
well, he could add sugar and make it better.
Oh, he liked the spice. He liked the strong one.
Well, it's up to him. Let him
That's
decide.
yes.
Yeah, I will just take the keg when we're done, and I will drink straight from it.
Romy, a could say.
Because it is hot.
It's really. Yeah, it's fine.
You barely make it, by the way.
Oh, pretty high DC because it was a lot.
Yeah, and
damn
you're
hot
grabbing
coffee.
the scalding hot kettle it's coming from.
Oh. It was just like the other one. Pretty hot.
Yeah, coffee is pretty similar.
Fire
Tiny, what
hot.
Tiny, what the hell are you doing in your shenanigan time?
Waiting by the door for my meat, just like a dog.
meat.
He's
Oh,
even like sitting with his hands on the floor, his
Yeah.
legs like this.
Well, about half an hour later, there's a knock on the door and it says, young sir, I got the meat.
I opened
I
the door.
immediately ripped the door open,
Oh boy, that's the door.
like really hard. Should I make some kind of save to see if I don't rip the door off
Jesus.
her hinges?
Roll me a strength check. No, athletics.
23.
The
Please say the
door,
door fine.
the door is not fine. The door, the hinges, although, are fine. But the door is not in the frame anymore.
Mead!
I just stand behind Tiny with just ready to open the door and just really.
So as you get outside, you see these 5 giant brew, what they used to brew meat in, stills. Well, things.
Pretty big ones.
Yeah, they're just standing outside the house. I just took these just to be sure.
I grab one of them and just walk into the house while drinking.
It doesn't fit into the house, that's a problem.
Oh, well, I will fucking make it fit in the house.
God. Oh
Just
boy,
tell them
that-
to, after he makes the hole, just tell them to make a bigger door.
Like a really big door.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm just. Have you seen the dog that tries to take the really big stick inside the door and he doesn't understand that if he just puts it the other way, then he can go inside? I'm
Yes.
gonna be just like that, just like. Why is it not working?
Oh
And
boy.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check to see if I'm smart enough to see if I really want this inside. I'm gonna ruin the whole wall. Yeah, I don't.
You gotta
I got a 6.
Sir, Sutai, I don't dare to intervene with this big guy.
This
I do like my head on my body.
It's okay, servant friend. We won't hurt you. Come,
Well-
eat with us.
Eat and drink and go grow strong. You barely have any meat on your
You make a
and I
really big
slap him
hole
on
in
the
the
back.
No. Well,
You-
it's,
You hear a loud crack in his spine.
He now needs a wheelchair to get around.
Yeah,
okay, if you're gonna say that, roll me an athletics check just to see if he actually.
Oh
needs
my
one.
god, no!
Oh no, I'm
Yes,
No!
Yes.
Tiny
Family's
is
gonna
stupid,
hate
but
you.
he's not evil. 24.
What you want? A knife?
Man is dead.
This man is gonna need a wheelchair.
Oh no.
Not forever.
Only for the next long rest.
Only
When
for
I get back, I'll heal him. Don't worry about it.
Does he look really hurt? Like, how hurt does he look?
Very.
He looks very hurt.
Yeah, we'll come running over, crying out, "Servant friend, are you okay?"
Oh, ow, my back.
Uh,
Oh my
Really?
god!
doesn't help on that, right?
I have a superior healing potion. I'm gonna take it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start.
Don't
throwing
let
it
him
in
use the superior healing potion.
Bron, relax,
no.
I can heal him. I cast a freaking 3rd level cure wounds on him.
Okay, that alleviates the pain. Yes, I'm scared of these guys now.
Yeah.
Let me just ask a question because I'm curious. Was
Yes.
he a cleric before he left his family?
I had
Oh,
my
answer.
I was learning it, but I wasn't.
Okay, so
Naturally.
maybe he notices that he's slightly more talented than last time he met him. But that's
Yeah,
up to you.
Yeah, I
Well,
basically only could use the minor healing spells before I left the
Well,
monastery.
you sure have advanced, good sir.
Well, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice makes perfect for sure.
So,
Um,
so
shall we
No.
just go get a new door?
Yeah, let and all no. Well, let at least stop the big guy
you
from
don't
trying.
need a new door, and I just kind of like shove it back in.
It
upside
stays
down.
there. It
He's
stays
just
there
gonna
for a
make the
little
hole
moment.
wider.
No, the door stays there for a little moment, and then it falls over.
See, it's fine.
There's still no door in the frame.
Okay, so I haven't seen the servant guy eating yet, right?
What?
So
Yeah, you saw him
this
eating when we went in.
eaten, right? Because he just
Oh,
No,
he
hey-
ate before we arrived.
Yes.
Yeah, but did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that when we walked in, he was at the table eating.
Ah, okay, sorry.
So yeah. Should we tell the guy with the very big meat cast to not try and force the cast inside,
Yeah.
as they wouldn't fit one way or another?
Oh, Tiny, I think it's like a drink, right?
A drink?
Yeah, and I point to the huge scary cage or barrel
The
or
huge
whatever.
brewer.
Yeah.
Brewer, the big brewer. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
The
Yes.
water fits through the door.
But I don't want to drink it off the floor.
Tiny. Roll me a perception check. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, while he's rolling that, I will say, but you can drink it straight from that. And I motion to the place where we could potentially cut it open.
Huh.
Roll me a perception check. You notice the
12
the
though.
tap.
No, it's 25
noticed the tap.
Yeah, there's
Do
a
we have a
tap.
hose?
It's no hose here.
There's a
I
tap
look
while
at the-
where you
I look
fill
at
your.
the tiny man and I ask him, do we have a hose?
No.
Well, go get a hose!
Why'd you
boy.
need a hose? Tiny, why'd you need a hose?
I will show you how smart Tiny is.
Still,
Sir,
why would you need a hose?
can I be honest with you? I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't
You
worry.
need
I
to-
will
I'm just gonna plug the hose on the tap, and then the hose is gonna go through the window or something, and I'm gonna sit at the table just sucking from it.
What about just
Like a
a
big
really
straw.
big mug?
Like a huge fucking straw.
Tiny, what just about a really big mug instead of a hose?
Do we have a really big mug?
Do we have a really big mug?
Do you, Tiny? Do you have a really big mug?
I could get
No.
one.
I see what you did there, Gio.
Well, then you don't have a really big mug. So you can order one from the dwarves. I mean, they make all kinds of stuff.
A massive mug.
I will help the representative, we haven't got his name, into a room and just lay him on a bed, and I'll just go get a fucking mug and take Tiny Grom with me.
when you say that we haven't gotten his name, I will tell you. I think he is a servant friend.
I think he has a name.
Yeah, servant friend.
Yeah, servant friend. That's his name.
Servant friend.
Obviously.
Excuse me, I haven't talked to my family in a while. What was your name again?
Servant friend.
Servant friend.
I'm asking the servant friend.
Yeah, but I'm interrupting.
Yeah, can I give the name right now before I get cut off again by someone saying servant friend?
Servant
Go ahead.
friend.
That's why.
Oh god, I should have seen it was coming, but I didn't know, the idiot that I
You
am.
gave them fucking IDs.
Servant friend.
Best name ever.
That's probably what he's going to be called from now on, but what's his name? Give it to us.
Yeah.
Justinius.
What?
I'm gonna go with servant friend.
Okay, copy and paste that so he knows the spelling.
It just did with us added to it.
Oh,
Okay.
Justinus. Okay, you just relax on the bed for a little while, and I'll go get the
I
really
will.
big mug.
I will. I will. I'm even scared to leave the room now.
Let me just check something here.
Yeah, I'm the one who usually keeps them in line because I actually care about keeping them in line.
I care about it, but I forget.
Yeah, but since you're doing that all the time, then we actually listen to you.
Yeah, I will head out and I will go search for this hose.
Okay, as they are traveling to the station to get this stuff, all Ryfen and Jacob,
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Yes.
Like, my cheeks
Okay.
actually hurt from smiling. God damn it.
Okay, so yeah, that's what happens when you get two stupid characters that are really strong doing things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
Okay, so while we're in the cart going, I assume we're in the same one because there's no
Yeah.
reason for us not to be. I just sort of look over at him and I say, "So, you be familiar with the plan that we have in place, correct?"
Let me, hang on. Okay. I don't notice you. I'm just studying the cart, how it functions.
I just sort of nudge you with my shoulder.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
I just sort of take like 2 very noticeable seconds to regain my composure after noticing that you didn't notice me before. And I go, "So you be familiar with the plan that we have in place, correct?"
Sure.
We be looking to see if we can get in good with the political figures here and see if we can be of use and gain some money.
Yes, I heard money is good.
It'd be useful as you
I've
are aware.
I've heard myths about this.
As you
I've
are
heard
aware, you need
Myths
money
about
to.
this mythological money.
What is this
Money.
weird thing?
As you be aware, you need money to buy ink for your spells to become more useful.
Yes, I've done this before.
Yes, and we need money to become stronger so we can become more useful.
It's very wise.
So, we be using this money to get more power so we can become stronger and help more people. At least that is my view.
What is your end goal, may I ask?
Well, mine is just to be surrounded by money and help as many people as I can.
I kind of study you if you have any like disease of money that's rubbing on you or something.
Okay, you can study me. However, I'm just a greedy dick.
He's a greedy old man.
Well, a greedy druid, to be exact.
Yes,
Greedy
which is
dicky old man.
which is weird. And
Is this
I can-
money infectious by any chance?
well, not as far as I be aware.
Very infectious.
Hmm.
Just when I was young, I be traveling with my family, and bandits attacked my family in the desert as we traveled. And I be alone in the desert for a long time. Now I do not wish to be alone or homeless.
What is this desert you're talking about?
And I go into detail describing him what deserts are. Because I lived there for a long time, so I understand the geological and meteorological and all the other ologicals of how deserts work.
Sounds very dry.
It be, yes.
I'd like to visit a desert one time.
They be nice to visit, not nice to live. This is how I gained my nature-based powers. Living out in the wilderness, you encounter strange creatures.
So you have desert powers.
I learned to mold myself to be like them.
You mold yourself in the desert.
No, the creatures within the desert.
Aren't you a mage? You should know that druids are a thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
he is from
weird,
a very
mate.
distant underwater city, so
Oh,
not very well known, so to say.
sounds very dry in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I described to him how my powers work, and with
So
the liberty of the GM, I'm going to say that I encountered a creature that showed itself as a scorpion and allowed me to defeat it for my first meal in the desert, for whatever reason. And this was the embodiment of the nature god allowing me to live and giving me its powers.
I say aloud.
Okay, so that is what my armor is made out of, is the skin of the first scorpion that I slayed in order to survive.
Well, that's a giant scorpion then.
Yes, a giant scorpion that I had to slay to survive. And it allowed me to. It didn't attack me or anything. So whatever nature god I get my powers from, that's its way of showing that it wanted me to have this power. So, yeah. I describe all of this to him on our way.
Notes.
I write it all down.
I write it all down.
It's basically a mage from distant land and just like noting stuff.
Yeah.
He likes noting stuff.
So
Smorfodorf also liked to note stuff.
He's very curious.
I haven't chosen the nature god yet, but I'll look into that and I'll give that to you for your notes.
Okay.
So, yes, I go on to describe that eventually I ran into Tiny, and I saw that he was very useless on his own and got into lots of trouble, so I decided to help him, and that's when my adventures began. And I was an old man even then.
I've been old all my life.
I've been old since I was born.
Yeah, I was
Like I'm old, when I was a wee lad, I was already old.
I just wrote
I
down
was a wee lad.
I just wrote down you fought a scorpion and gained scorpion powers.
basically.
There we are.
Basically.
Yeah, and Tiny was my reason for going on adventuring, and I was like in my late 70s at the time.
Are you a humanoid? Are you human or a...
Yeah, I'm a
what
human.
race are you? You're a human, okay.
Yeah, so I'm really old. I was in my 70s when I first met you as a character. Because you said that your character was from the desert, so I linked those two together, and then we gathered everybody else as we went along. So, yeah, I go into describing all of that, and then, as soon as I finish my story, I guess we arrive.
Yes.
All right.
So we We start walking to wherever we're going.
I was going to a library.
Since you know the way towards the building, I also say, how about a little, well, he breaks his drinking break right now.
I can stay for like an hour or more. So
Yeah, but
next.
I need something to drink because my throat is
yeah.
not happy with the voice I've been using.
If we're taking
Okay.
a break, I will probably head off.
Oh,
So,
Oh.
Oh.
How long is the
Well.
break that we're gonna take?
5 minutes,
Okay.
10 minutes.
55 minutes. Okay.
You have an hour, Ben.
I was gonna
I
make
would-
some food before I went to bed, but
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Because in an hour I need to leave, so then the whole thing's gonna go anyway.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm grabbing a drink right now.
Okay.
I'll be back in a few, so don't worry about that. Tra-la-la. But yeah, you guys arrive. You find the
Yes.
building easily because, well, you've been there, like, recently. No need for a history check.
Sure. So we're still going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
I will just go make some food while you do your stuff. So I'll
Sure.
mute myself.
Sure.
Sure.
Let me just look up something. Nature and druids.
I have 2 gods and a DM guide if you need. That nature based.
Uh,
You have Cord and Melora. No, not Cord. Melora and yeah, Melora. Nature.
the one that I got. Is there any good aligned nature ones?
Not in a Dungeon Master guide.
Okay.
She's neutral.
Okay. So then I'll just go with this first one up top on this list, which is one of the greater gods, greater deities from... Oh, wait. That's not the right one. Is it... Are we in Faerun?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Then I'll go with Sylvanas.
Okay.
Because that is the greater god of wild nature and druids, specifically. So that's the one I'm gonna go with.
I don't know which
Okay.
gods Geois have chosen to begin to use.
Well, we're in Swords Coast, so
Yeah.
that is an established unit,
Oh, fuck me.
which is
Isn't I?
Faerun,
Oh.
apparently. The world of Faerun.
Yeah,
So-
Source Coast is in the Faerun, literally.
So, Sylvanas will work. It is a human deity of nature. And I'm human. So, that works.
So you arrive at the building, and what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm at the political building.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Alright, so I'll go first, I guess, since I'm there. I walk in, and I describe the way to get to the place, but I'm not sure if the place has a particular name or not, but I describe how to get there, to the guy I was speaking to before. If he's still there. There might be a different guy there, I don't know.
Yeah, this same one is still there, but it's a tiny bit busier, but he's still available.
Okay, I walk over and I tell him, I'm staying at... What's the name of the place? The King's
Thunderbane.
what?
The king, the Vault of the
Prince.
Kings.
Yeah. I'd be staying up in one of the residential areas of the Vault of Kings.
Yes,
Not
under the House of Thunderbane, I assume. Since you
Yes.
showed me that before.
And I point to him on the map where it is because I made sure to look at my map as we were going where we were going.
Yes, I know very well where the houses are. That's part of my job to know.
Fair enough. Just, I'd be making sure you knew the specific location in case there were multiple.
Oh no. If there are multiple houses, then we do ask which Thunderbane it exactly is.
Fair enough. Yes, apparently I spoke to the person I am guarding, and we be staying at his actual estate, where I thought we may have been staying at an inn, so just came in to clear that up.
Well, that's very good. And well, things are moving along. And who is your tall blue friend?
Oh,
I'm
he
not
went
there.
he went a different direction. So
Oh, okay.
he's not there. So I say, just if you have any messages, just either address them to Falterin Thunderbane or to myself, Ulrich.
I surely will. The news about Bryn Shander, I checked it out, and well, just a few trickles are coming in. But yes, I can confirm what you told me about it.
I nod towards him, and I just sort of lean in a little bit and I say, have you heard of my healing deeds as well?
Well, yes, they also come in. They say do you want to go into the private room once more?
No, that not be necessary. I just wanted to know if they gave me any titles.
Well, they do call you, no insult to you, the saint in a barrel.
All right. So, I just sort of open my passport and pass it to him, and I say, is there any way I can get this title printed on my passport?
Well, let me see what I can do. Just give me a little while. He takes your passport and well leaves you at the desk.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 old minutes pass, and he comes back with your old passport and your new passport.
Okay. So they should be basically identical, except one has the title on it.
Yes, so he comes to you and says, well, it took me a little while and a whole lot of, well, screaming and annoyed people. But yes, you have your title right now in your passport.
I take the new one and leave him the old one. He probably knows how to get rid of them if he needs to.
Yes, there is only one kind of problem. It needs to be well known. And, well, currently you're not well known to be, well, the barreled saint.
This be why I have the title printed on my passport to make it easier to brandish the name.
That's a possibility, but okay. Is there anything else I could perhaps help you with?
Okay. So I just take my new one and I say, remember, just send the messages to the specified location with the specified names.
I will.
Otherwise, nothing else.
Well, I do have a question
I
for you.
stop and I turn around.
Um, a few of the guards at the gate said you came in with the kobold merchant known as Roshu. I know it's quite an odd fellow, but well, he's proven himself not to be a hostile. Can you explain why?
He be happening to be in Bryn Shander, and he brought us with him when he came.
Okay, that's fair.
Otherwise, we are only acquaintances.
That's very good to know. That's because, well, not the usual thing to see happening, but okay, I will write that down and give that through so that, well, no suspicions are there about it. Oh, that would be about it. Well, I wish you a very nice day, and, well, he looked at his wrist and goes like, well, actually night nearly.
I nod and I say, just for reference, he did hand out free healing to the town of Brinshander. So, if he
Well-
has a record, add that.
Well, he
Me?
doesn't have a bad record, that's for sure. The only, well, quote unquote, bad record would be accidentally blowing his own stand up.
Oh, that
Well,
guy.
add that to the positives in the record if you're writing anything.
I will surely do so. Well, anything else?
And I walk out and I begin my journey back.
Okay. Jambalaya.
Yes. I head back to the library and point out the book I'm most interested in, which is called
Book.
Eward's Black Tentacles.
Keyboard and calls.
Is it a picture of a hentai girl on the cover?
It's the picture.
With pink tentacles in the ass.
A lot of them.
No, black tentacles. Is that the black tentacles book?
So you see the dwarf behind the counter go towards the closet, check the E-wards, the letter E for it, and goes like, E-wards. Here we are, and pulls out the book out of the closet. Are you planning to copy from it?
You wouldn't mind? Do you have any magic ink that I can
So
Borrow?
use to copy?
Borrow.
I take that as a yes. We still do have to, well, ask you about the price you're going to be using it for. That would be 100, 200 gold pieces normally, but because it takes usually a day. Whenever it's written out by, unless you are well versed in that.
I consider
school of
myself
magic.
well versed. Yes,
Okay, that would be 100 gold pieces. Do you have this amount on you right now?
I do. And I hand him
Please
100 gold.
represent the money. Well, thank you, good sir. Then here's the book, and well, I do expect the book back.
Can I have the magic ink as well?
Oh yes. She ducks under the desk and puts first on the jar and then a bit of paper. That's the paper, and now the quill. Where did I leave the quills? Quill. Here we go. Puts the quill on the counter. There you go.
All right, and I will start putting it in my spell book.
Right there at the counter.
Hell yeah!
Sir.
Let me see here.
So before you actually start writing it in,
I don't notice him.
so a head is put on your page where you're writing. Sir, there are desks right over there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine right over here.
So please move over to the desks.
Or
right
really?
away.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
not the only customer we're serving today.
I'm at the desk. He's talking to himself. And I respect the law, so take this as a law. So I'm at the desk.
Okay.
Does it take like 6 hours, something?
It takes some time.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what I do.
well, Thorin, you arrive.
Yeah.
Before the rest, so where are you going? What are you gonna do?
I'll ask one of merchants or something where I could get a really big mug.
Oh, really big mug. Well,
Or make
really
one
big.
or with
How
something.
big
Or
are
just
we
a
talking
barrel.
about?
Like,
Barrel sized.
you really want that big one?
What
This is out of character.
What did you say?
Preben.
What?
You really wanted that big one?
Yeah, barrel sized.
As it doesn't fit in the door, it's large enough.
If it doesn't fit in the door, it's just barely large enough.
Or just an empty barrel would you be useful to?
Oh yes, a barrel. You have to go to who was it again?
An empty
Let
barrel
me-
that they might be able to fit like one of those handles on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually checking something. Give me a sec. Because I am gonna roll for this one. Is intelligence. Okay, they have that. Yeah, there you call it. Oh yes, that's the. What was his name now again? Oh, well, the warehouse seller. Just down the street and take the last one on the left.
Okay, thank you. And I head down there.
Okay, you arrive at the building, and the shopkeeper seems to be just closing up, but he sees you and asks you, "Can I help you, good sir?"
Yeah, I would like a barrel-sized mug.
Barrel size mug.
Oh, just a barrel. And
Yeah,
Smith
a
the
barrel
handle
I can do, but a barrel-sized mug. What are you feeding? A giant?
Yeah, kinda.
Yes.
He's Goliath.
Yeah, that gets close enough to it. But yeah, I heard this request once before. Do you happen to have 5 gold on you? I assume so, by the way you're dressed.
I got some fancy velvet, purple velvet clothes. So I
Yeah.
have the 5 gold.
Okay, then let me just open up shop for a moment. He opens the door and says, "Have entries, good sir."
Thank you.
He walks in after you, goes to the back and rolls out a barrel. That's 1 barrel.
Yeah, thanks.
Question
Okay.
is it empty?
It is empty.
Okay.
This is the big barrel.
Yeah, that's 1 barrel. He says, gets out the saw and saws off the top. Now a barrel-sized mug.
Yeah, that could be useful. Thanks.
There you go. Well, I hope your friend will be happy with it.
So do I. He kind of broke my door.
Oh boy.
It was an accident.
You're not here.
Don't say. He
I know.
asked for a hose as well, I assume.
Did he?
Yes, he
Yes, I
did.
did.
Well, if you have one.
Okay, give me 5 minutes.
I don't
He
need it,
walked
but he
in
really
and-
wanted those.
You see, he leaves the door open. You see him go all the way into back to his warehouse. And goes, "Where did I put those things? Oh, up there."
Is it
You see
dark
him
in
come back, grab something off the wall, and when you see him going, you see him carrying a ladder, put it against like a storage rack, climb up it. Now come here. Okay, there we go. Goes down. Take ladder back. Put it back, and then comes out. Put the hose on the table. That will be also 2 gold.
there? I hand him 2 more gold.
Thank you, good sir.
No, I hand him 3, just for the trouble.
Thank you, good sir.
Yeah, I'll see if will be happy with this. Or he really gonna pay for that door.
Yeah, I assume so. Shops are closing up. It's getting late, so I can't tell you that. Well, I can't tell you that. Well, most shops are closed by now. So
Yeah,
I can tell you there will be no door for you today.
Yeah, I'll deal with that.
Okay, well, have a nice day. Well,
You too.
night, for as long as it's the last.
Yeah.
So
And
both of you
I-
leave the shop. He closes
Yep.
the shop up and heads off.
And I head back to the estate.
Okay. So, who will be getting there first? That's the question.
What? Gonna roll
I
d20 or something?
assume that, yeah, I assume that the Orion will be the first one to arrive there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
like,
great.
I'm staying there and finishing the thing. So it's gonna
Yeah,
take
how
a while.
long is that gonna take again?
Like 6 hours, probably.
Are you still
Yeah,
at the
you'll
desk,
be-
or did you actually go to the?
Yeah, he went to the desk.
Okay, he went to the desk.
Wow. Okay, so I arrive back, and I only see those two there?
You see 5 very large brewing stills filled with mead, a door frame with a fallen over door,
Okay. So that's the
and
first thing I
Tiny
see.
and Grum, where the hell are you two?
Well, I went out at the same time. All
I
of
think
them.
I just stayed at the keep.
Uh,
You know, there
and
were
I
no
wanted
door.
to-
Somebody had to guard it. For some reason, there were no door.
So yeah, I went out looking for something.
This
Oh.
Baltorin, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, not with him.
Oh. That's even
Oh
worse.
boy! Where are you currently? Tell me, because
I
It will
went
take
out
you 8
looking-
hours, Joachim. It's 2 hours per spell level.
half
Uh,
its conjuration.
so 4
so
hours.
4
half,
hours.
so 4 hours.
So
But-
where is Gorm currently?
Well, Grom was looking out for any sort of general shops or gardening
Okay,
areas.
you're just wandering around in the Vault of Kings. I assume Orion would have spotted him because he's sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yes, but it took me a while to get there. So
It's a
I
big,
mean, this is before he get back, right? Because he was
Yeah.
like, an
Oh
hour.
yes, that's very true. Yeah.
it's a big,
So-
bulky, brownish green guy.
see what he got trouble he got into before I got there.
Okay. Who are you asking? What are you doing?
I'm looking for a general shop or a gardening area or anything that might have hoses or even like a snake.
It's gonna have to be a really long snake.
Yeah.
But
But like shop keeps, general shops, that sort
Well,
of stuff.
none of them are here.
Okay, is there like any stands, any marketplaces, anything like
Oh,
that?
this is the Vault of Kings where that is not happening. That's in the common area.
Okay, I look at one of the people here and I ask him,
Bloody commoners.
have you seen any hoses?
Oh.
Oh. Do you know where I can get them?
Yes, but I think the shops are about to be closing right now.
Oh, then I have to hurry and I will start running.
Is he running in the correct direction is the
I don't
question.
know.
Dex check.
Roll me 1d8 just to see if you are.
Oh, this could end badly.
Or it could end good.
Oh no. Oh no, you're not.
Where's he heading?
Mordane's
Somewhere bad.
throne room. That's where he's heading.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
But he's stopped by like an army of dwarves.
I will tell the dwarves, get out of my way. The shops are closing.
They all point the other way that you're going, like, that's that way!
I start running that way.
Well,
So
at least
I
he didn't
full
get
dash.
killed. At
So
least
I
he didn't
just-
get killed or arrested.
So I just sprint
I'll be
80
fine.
feet per turn.
Or both.
So, you get to the station,
Yes. And I will. How quickly was the minecart running, or the carts running?
They take about half an hour to get from.
Yeah, but how quickly were they going? Like speed?
Well, half an hour to get from the Vault of the Kings to.
I mean, like speed and like how? Yeah,
Feet.
like feet per turn, that sort of thing.
They're going 50.
Okay, so I will kind of just give one of the guards my crumbled paper, and I will start running because I'm faster than the cart.
So, at the first security checkpoint, you are being stopped by like a wall of dwarves.
I will do it again. Get out
got
of
to
my
pass
way!
me.
The shops are closing.
Yes, but you can't be on the tracks just walking around.
Why not? The throw
Because
and
that's unsafe.
Well, I can handle not being safe. I'm not safe.
Yes, you are not safe right now.
Okay, I will take out my pass if I have it, and I will throw it towards them, and I will
Your
try to run
pass
past
is
them.
in my possession.
Okay,
I
so I
thought
don't
you would
have
lose it.
So yeah, I will just tell them to get out of my way. I need hoses, and I will charge past them.
Second security checkpoint, same story.
The same thing. This time I just don't stop. I just tell them to get out of my way. I need hoses. Where's the hoses?
You're not gonna get them if you keep running on the tracks.
I keep running on the tracks.
Oh god.
Dong, 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 dong.
Well, there's a wall
Probably
of
when
dwarves stopping you right now.
Okay, I try
What
and
are you
run
gonna
past
do?
them.
If he makes it there, can my cart just be passing by as he runs?
Well, that's the thing. As you're riding, your car's being stopped as there's like, sorry for this inconvenience. There seems to be what is it? What is it, Greg? A half ogre. Well,
Running around.
half ogre running on the tracks apparently.
Is there other people in my cart with me?
No, because there is like a very few people going that way, and well, you had lucky to be alone.
Okay. I'm gonna say... You be saying half ogre?
No response, as it is like a PDA system.
Oh. So I stick my head out of the cart if I can, and see if I can find somebody. Is
You
there
can.
anybody next to my cart?
Does he hear in the distance? I need hoses.
If you that he hears a very faint like okay, roll perception check for that as well. Please.
Okay.
All right then.
Because I was gonna tell them to let me through, but... Because I can solve the situation. But we'll see! 26!
You hear a very faint I need hoses. This from Gorm. The voice you recognize instantly.
Okay, so with that perception check, do I also see a guard walking by my cart?
No, the guards are like stationed at the station. But you're not too far, like maybe 100 feet away from one?
Okay, so before I go to see if I can get to that and then get my cart going and go back to the cart, I'm gonna instead try to figure out how this cart works. How does this move? Can I get it to move without permission?
You can, but
How do they work? I know, right?
do you have how high is your intelligence? That's what I want to know.
Okay, my intelligence.
How high? How high is it?
Is this
My
16?
intelligence is 16.
You would know that this runs on machinery and magic as well.
So can I get it moving without, like, it stopped suddenly. Can I,
Yes.
within the cart, move it, get it to move?
You see a panel in the middle of the floor that has a few screws on it.
Okay, so I can open the panel, I assume?
You do need to undo the screws.
Okay, I'm gonna Druidcraft, which is a cantrip.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna Druidcraft a piece of wood that looks kind of like a screwdriver to see if I can get the screws off.
Okay, roll me. What would be an roll me intelligence check?
Okay. Just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Okay, normal roll. 9.
You put it in the right place, but you twist it too hard, and the screwdriver snaps.
Okay, once I see that this is going to be slightly harder than just walking all the way towards the guard place, I'm going to start walking towards the guard location. Well,
So
moving as
the
quickly
guard-
as possible, but
yes,
yes.
the guards spot you and say, "What the heck? Oh yeah, sir, did you just leave your cart?"
I look up and say, I be knowing the person who is making the commotion. If you start my cart, I can go and talk to him, make him stop.
So Walsh comes over. Well, why didn't you say that earlier? Let's go.
All right, I get back in the cart because the cart can move faster than me.
He pulls off he undoes the plate, and well, if you were to roll perception, you can, well, if you want, you've
Yeah, I
clearly
want to
seen that the
study this
control.
because in case there's like a terrorist attack or something, I want to be able to get this started.
The controls are complicated as fuck.
Okay, that's good, but do I see what particular controls he uses to get it going?
First, he pulls on the red lever, then on the green lever, then pushes them back down, and then pulls on the lever that pops out and pushes it forward.
Okay, green,
And
red.
Push them
They
back
tap me
down,
down.
and then a lever that seems like to determine speed. He pushes it all the way forward, then you guys just jolt off.
Okay, great. I wrote that down. So next time I know exactly what to do.
Instead of the normal 50, you're going 100.
Perfect. So
Beer in one turn.
yeah, so we start heading towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do I get him as he reaches these other guards that are blocking his path? This time more violently than the others, I assume?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so we arrive. And I stick my head out and I go, Grom!
Yeah.
Friend, is that you?
You be getting in this cart now!
Is there hoses there?
We
Just
be
say
getting
yes.
hoses later. You in cart now!
Put that
dwarf.
way.
I say, don't be worrying about hoses. We be getting some later.
I come running down to the cart and I try to make it go the other way.
Hold on, you're being blocked by a line of dwarves and just looking at all
Okay,
happened
I'm
like.
gonna order the guard to tell them to let him on the cart and then get us to where I was going originally.
So the guards are just watching you, and a hole opens up for Gorm to just pass through, and the guards are just awestruck that you're just commanding this guy like it's nothing.
You be getting in this cart now.
Yeah, I come to the cart and I try to it's running 100 feet towards me, right?
No, it stopped behind the line of dwarves.
Okay, so I will kind of just come to the cart and I will try to push it the way I'm going.
You be getting in the cart now.
Put
You gotta
that
get
way,
inside.
and I go in the cart.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him in the cart, and I'm gonna try to whisper to the guard and say, "There be any way to close the windows?"
You see him give you a bit of a wink. He presses a red button, pull the green lever, then push back down, pull the red lever, don't put it down, but pull it all the way 180, and the windows go, well, from the inside to the outside, blank. It's
Okay.
just blackness.
So I'm gonna try to trick him into thinking we're going the right direction.
That is not gonna be very hard.
And
Unless you
then
get a
I'm just gonna
really
lead
good
him
roll.
back to the house.
Yeah, sure. Roll deception to get here insight.
Okay. Perfect.
Is you're
Take more than
actively
2 and you're
trying
fine.
to.
He has -4 insight. I think this might go over well. Although I have
Oh
negative
come on,
3.
get a natural one! I fucking dare you.
I have -3 in deception. But we'll see how this goes.
Oh boy. Please be.
Oh.
4!
Nailed
Great.
You believe it.
Nailed
Alright,
it.
so I walk up to him and I say, "We be going to the store now, but it's gonna look a lot like where you came from."
Okay.
So the car starts moving again, and the PDA system says, "We solved the problem, and we hope you didn't have to wait too long. We still wish you a very nice day."
Alright, so we
But
get
this-
where we're going, I
So this
assume.
one I was heading back. Just asking.
No, this is like a bit later when you're heading back. Way later, since well, it's like
Okay.
like 4 hours.
Okay. Just
Alright.
asking.
So we get back, and we get out of the cart, and the guard, I assume, is gonna fix the cart so that way it's back to the
Yeah,
operation.
That not alone. There's like an army of dwarves, some with manacles, waiting.
Oh,
They're
are
not
they gonna
happy.
arrest him?
Yes, they're not happy with what he did.
I will
Okay,
wave
I'm
at
gonna-
them. Hello.
I'm gonna tell him to wait, and
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him we be getting the hose from these nice gentlemen over here.
Okay.
And I walk over, and I just tell him to wait in the cart, and I say, "Gentlemen, there seems to be a problem."
There seems to be a problem. There seems to be a problem. Are you joking me?
Maybe.
You're not doing yourself very much favors.
Okay, I say, all right, there be a problem, obviously. But he not be very well, and I be the person who takes care of him. I will take him where he needs to go.
Well, that would be the jailhouse right now.
You're like he's a blind dog.
I'm gonna. This is gonna go horribly, but I'm gonna say, he be mentally unstable, and in the guards, in the prison, he perhaps get agitated and wish to break out. I assure you, he be safe where I am taking him.
Well, if that's so, then let's also put some guards with you so that we can make sure he will stay with you all day.
That is actually gonna work because he loves friends.
Yeah, this will work. This is gonna work.
This is gonna work.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. This is gonna
because
work.
I thought this was gonna fail because he was gonna get me to make a persuasion check, but that didn't happen.
Yeah,
So,
I was
great.
about to say.
Because my persuasion is -3. So
Might have negative
great.
2.
That didn't happen. So I just usher the guards up to him, and I say to Grom, "These be very nice people who own hoses. I have the hose in my possession. You'll be very nice now, and we go home."
Hello,
Okay.
hello, host friend, and I take out my hand to shake one of them.
And I sort of
Your
whisper
head
to the
gets
guard.
your head gets denied.
I whisper to the guard, "He be friendly as long as you listen to him.
Will he be listening to us right now?
He be listening to me. So just shake it. He's nice."
Why are you whispering?
I want to hear.
Your head gets shaken firmly and then quickly let go.
Okay. Great, perfect. And I tell him that we were whispering because I wanted to get a custom hose for later, and he's going to be very gracious and give it to us for free.
God.
Oh, you're a nice friend, I tell the dwarf.
He
All
gets a very big smell, while Olive, you get death stares towards you.
I accept them as I begin leading them to where we were going. So we start going towards the place we're supposed to go.
Yeah, you go to the house and, well... Tiny, what are you doing?
Waiting for my bear mug.
Well,
I'm just standing guard outside the door hole.
well, you see Gorm and Oliven being escorted by a few dwarves back to the home.
I just assumed that Gorm managed to make some new friends while they were
Do
away.
the guards see the broken door and assume we've been broken into?
No, they just assume that the big lug did it.
Okay, so I say
I-
to the guards, "You be watching the door. There's no other exits. You can investigate the house."
No, come eat with us.
Come eat and drink with us, friends.
We have coffee. Do you like coffee?
Fuck the coffee. We have
They-
meat.
They both pull the guards pull a water skin from their belt and say, "We got more than enough coffee."
Then ale or mead or... I look at that.
No
see what
drinking
it
on the
is.
job.
Perfect.
Now in you go.
So I look at the broken door. This is up to you entirely. Could I put the door back in place, but have Druidcraft grow some roots onto the door to hold it in place so that way it stays on?
Okay, let me say this: the door is there, but the hinges are still in place.
Okay. So is the screws broken? Are the screws
No,
broken?
like there's like a part of the door piece ripped off the door where the hinges would normally be attached to the door.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stick it back and see, try to, Druidcraft some roots to hold the two pieces of the door together.
Okay. Roll me. Let's see. Just for the hell of it, to see how strong it is. Nature.
Nature? Sure.
Yes.
I'm not even proficient in nature. I have a 3. Which is
Let's see
better
how
than
strong it is.
-3, but...
True.
17.
Yeah, that will hold.
Alright. So, I'll just do that to hold it in place for now until we get a replacement I assume is coming, which is why some of our party members are missing.
You assume.
Or one of our party members is missing. But either way, I'll
So
go
yeah,
inside.
Get to the building, the dwarves stay outside.
Okay. Does any of them come in to investigate the room to see if there's any other exits or anything?
No. They know their place from the back, like the back of their hand.
Okay, so they know that we can't get out any other way. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Is there like a giant turkey on this table? Because we had a lot of food, right?
Yeah, there was chicken, pork, potato, you name it. All just for you guys to be satisfied.
I will take out the chicken and I will take it up to one of the guards' faces and I will tell him, "Come, eat."
We're on the job.
Roast
You go
on.
back inside right now.
I go to Grom and I say, "They have eaten their supper already."
Oh, okay. And I will take a big chunk out of it.
Now you be coming back inside. The nice men will make sure you're safe during the night.
Goodbye, host people.
No response.
Okay, so I go back out to the guards and I say, I'd be definitely appreciating your discretion in this. And sure, I'll throw them both 2 gold.
They just leave it where it is because they're currently on duty. These are well trained. They're like the English guard.
Can
Sure.
bribe me, bitch.
I just put it in front of them, and I say, "This just be a tip for your gracious attitude." And I just place it on the ground in front of them, and walk away.
They just leave it.
Sure, that's fine. If it's still there in the morning, I'll pick it up. But if it's not, then great. So I'll go back inside.
Then I'll
Okay.
come back, I guess.
Yes, now you come back.
I see 2 guards out of my house.
Yes.
Excuse me, what's
The
happening
door
here?
also fixed.
Yeah, the door also has these weird roots around the part that was broken, and it's in place.
I asked the guards, I said, excuse me, what's happening here?
We're just detaining someone that thought it was funny to be running on the rails. I hope you will keep this under control next time.
And who was this person?
Half ogre. Not very smart.
A face palmer. But fine. And I go in.
Hey,
with
you
the
come in the
hose
door?
and a big ass mug.
Okay, so you come in the door, and as soon as I hear the door open, I rush over, and hopefully Grom and Tiny are distracted with something.
Playing patty cake.
Yeah, they're eating.
Patty cake. Sure,
They're
we're
eating,
sitting in the
they're eating
background
chicken
playing patty
and
cake.
playing patty cake.
Sure,
Okay, great.
Sure.
I'm gonna go over to the door and I'm gonna say, "You be getting a hose."
You see me carrying a hose on my back and a big ass mug.
Okay, I'm gonna take the hose. And I say, "You be waiting just for a moment."
What's going on, Ryzen? What did Grom
Okay,
do?
just a second. My headphones are dying, so I can't hear you. Okay. What were you saying?
I'm asking, like, what's going on, or what did Grom do?
Okay, I say, "You be wanting a hose," and I said I had one.
Okay. Is Justina's fine?
Everything else is fine. They just be wanting to make sure
Oh,
he stays.
Ryzen, you don't know who Justin is.
I don't know who what?
Just
Justin.
disturbance guy. I said his name, and I don't think you heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just ignore that and I say, "He'd be running to the stores because he thought it was faster." So.
Why do I work with these guys?
Either way, I say, "So I told him that the nice men outside had a hose for him, and I got one from them. So thank you for giving me this. Now I can give it to him."
Yeah, I have a barrel too if they need. Barrel
All right.
mug.
"Let us go in together." And I walk in and I say, "Here be the hose. I just needed to clean it up a little."
Okay. What does it look like? How long is it?
So how long's the hose that you
Geo.
purchased?
He got you like a very long, like at least, let's see.
Across the whole
50
sphere.
feet. 50 feet.
50 feet.
Okay.
So I just
Um,
hand it to you.
How
Since you were
far is
looking for it.
it? How far is it from the kegs to the table?
That's about 15 feet.
Okay.
15.
So I will.
Well, in that case, it will work. It will work very well. Is there a window near the kegs, or do we have to make a hole in the wall? I'm just asking.
We have to
If I
get
say yeah,
several.
if I say you need
I
to make
mean,
a hole in the wall, that's for
if he
hilarity's
gets the
sake.
hose and I get my mug, I will put my mug on the table and I will go out and help him attach the hose to the distillery.
I will also cut the
There
host
are
in two, so we have two.
windows.
Are there windows near the thing?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so I'm picturing a scene where me and Grom walks outside to start
Nope, Grom
connecting
is
the
instantly
hose.
blocked.
What?
Okay. So
I'm blocked?
no
Grom.
Grom,
Grom is blocked.
Why is Grom blocked?
because
He
he's under
fucked
house
up.
arrest.
Yeah,
House
he's
arrest.
under house arrest.
Come, friends, let's just go over there. And I point to one of the barrels.
They are focused. They aren't wavering.
Okay, so I say, you be all right. Just stay inside, and I be doing what you need done.
I look up. Is there a sun outside?
No,
You're
No,
there is a
underground.
mountain.
Yes. So, but we're already inside.
I just point in the kitchen and I say, you be getting something to eat.
Oh, I forgot. And I will go eat.
Okay, so then I'll go outside and help Tiny with whatever he's doing.
So I'm connecting the hose to the end of
Intelligence
the.
check, cause you're not that smart.
Exactly.
You're dumb as
I'll
fuck.
aid him, so do it with
I get
advantage.
advantage.
A better chance of getting a bad roll.
Ooh, 14.
Would have been.
And he didn't need to help this time.
Yeah, I'm just about to help him, and he actually just goes, I've done this before, and he just...
Question is, what did it do with it last time? We will never know.
I walk over to the window and I start trying to open the window from the outside. If it's locked, I will just force it open.
I say, if I notice that you get stuck, I go, you be waiting, I go inside. And I go inside the building and unlock the window and lift it.
I also
Obvious.
cut the hose in two earlier, so we have two of them. Because it should be
Oh
long
yeah,
enough.
so we have 225. That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
drinking straws.
Yeah, that'll be long enough.
The big
'Cause it's only
drinking
15.
straws. Okay, so I just throw the hose inside the window, and I tell, oh, what's your name again, man?
Ol Rythan, so Rythan if you want.
Rythan, bring it to table. Yes.
Yeah,
Thumbs
so
up, and
I
I will
just
go
drag
over.
them. I drag both of them over to the table where hopefully Grom is eating. And I just give Grom the thing and I say, this be your drink.
Okay, and I will start chewing on the end.
I open the
No,
tap.
you do the thing
I
we
I open the
practice.
tap.
He opens the tap.
You do the thing we practiced, and I show him how to, like, put his lips towards it and everything.
As soon as you put your lips on it, a stream of meat hits your mouth.
Okay.
Does he take damage?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so I try to drink up the whole thing. Until it stops.
I'm walking inside as well and asks if he can fill my cup up.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so I will take it out and I will start pointing it at its cup.
Pointed everything.
It's not like a jet stream though. It's just like pouring out.
Okay.
We have time.
It's acceptable for them to make a mess, so I'll just let them do their thing. Because somebody will clean it up later.
I'll go
Yes.
check
Yeah,
on Justinus.
The poor maid or whatever his name was.
Justinus.
Oh, that was servant friend.
Slave friend. Yes.
Although, as you check on him, he is just sleeping and passed out in his bed.
Okay, can we take the hose over his face and ask if he wants a drink?
Yeah. Do you want a drink? And I just put the hose inside his mouth.
I stop you from doing it.
If I see them
Stop you
getting
from
into
doing it.
mischief, I'm gonna be like, no, this be your drink, not his.
But
Oh.
I like sharing.
We both
I
like
know,
sharing.
and you're so nice.
I
But
stopped him from drowning him.
You be drinking your own drink. He'll get his drink when he's ready.
Okay.
Okay.
His bed is just completely wet at this point.
Yes, he's scared, he's wet, and he's shivering on his bed.
You be going back into the kitchen, okay?
Yeah, I will go back.
Okay. So then I go to the man and I go, "You'll be all right."
Does Justinus have his pouch on him? Just asking.
What?
Just Justinus have a pouch or something on him?
A pouch?
Yeah, money pouch.
Yes, he has a body pouch on him, yes.
I dropped 19 platinum in it.
Well, that's
Maybe.
only paying for therapy.
For your trouble.
Yeah.
We be sorry for the inconvenience. They're useful in their own ways.
From my own money, not the party money.
And I'm telling him that they be useful in their own ways.
I believe that.
Cracking
smashing
straws.
your
And that's
skull open.
about it. We're just about smart enough to establish friend from foe.
Yep.
And that's
No, they
it.
just accidentally drown people and that sort of thing.
Yeah, because we're too kind. We want to share.
Yes. So I just persuaded them to leave. It's like we got two very happy golden retrievers that are sentient enough to
Just wanna do
talk and
everything.
everything.
Extremely fucking strong.
Yes.
Yeah, and the servant now has PTSD. Congratulations.
Well, we don't realize that.
We'll pay for a mage to erase his memory. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I can only calm his emotions.
PTSD is PTSD.
It's a disease.
Yeah, as soon as he
Well,
sees
cure
them
wounds
two,
then. Cure
as
wounds
soon
then.
as he sees those two, he will go
Great
shock.
restoration.
Go straight into shock.
Yeah, he can take that 19 platinum and go see a therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as
Well-
soon as everyone leaves the room, you hear behind the door just things being shoved against the door, like locks. Everything goes against the door just to be safe.
Okay, that's fair.
I understand. Fully understand.
Unfortunately, our friend won't be able to get back in, but he'll probably stay at the library for the night.
No, not that door. His own room door. I
Oh.
mean,
Okay.
No,
Oh,
not
he's
like the
doing that.
building
Oh, he's
door.
doing that. Okay.
yes.
I misunderstood. I thought it was the guard doing that. Okay.
Oh no, no.
No, it was Justinus.
Yeah, he's suffering with PTSD. He doesn't want to deal with those two lugs anymore.
It's fine
Alright,
with
that's
me.
So I'll just try to keep them calm until they fall asleep inevitably by being too drunk.
I can just
Yeah.
flick a finger and they're calm.
Yes, but I'll stay with them either way because
I mean, we are already calm, you know.
Yeah, but
Just
now you're gonna
overly-
get drunk.
Too much coffee.
Very drunken calm. Drunkenly calm. There we go.
So I have to go really soon, so I guess we're gonna
Okay.
just. Do you have an ending spiel for the night?
Well, Jambalaya, you're still, well, we say the 4 hours pass and, well,
How long would you
library's
say?
about close for you.
How long would you say it's from the library to where they are right now? In distance, in feet.
Hour and 45 minutes
In feet,
Okay.
yes.
in feet. That
Or more importantly, how long is the tunnel between the areas? Because I think I know what he's doing.
What?
Are you
What are talking about?
teleporting? You're teleporting, aren't you?
Like from this area to that area.
I never actually calculated that. Damn it.
A lot.
Or
But I
even
did it-
from or even from this area to this if it's shorter.
It's
Okay.
more than 30 feet.
What are you planning? Show me it.
Well, either I'm going to use a teleportation circle, or I'm
You
gonna
need to have a
dimension door.
place to teleport to. The teleportation
yeah.
circle.
Well,
Dimension door takes you 500 feet.
yeah.
Yeah, 500 feet won't do it. That's just a given.
What about this small area from here to up here
Yeah.
to BA? This one.
He would be inside someone's house.
Yeah, well, but can he make it? That's the question.
I can use dimension door 5 times. So it's 2,500 feet.
If you were to do that, you would be about here.
Yeah, so you could do it. It's fine.
About
Dimension door.
here.
I move 500 feet in an unoccupied space over in
Yeah,
that
so
direction.
from here, you get to here.
All right,
But that's
Uh,
inside someone else's house.
sure.
And then 500 more.
It's still gonna work.
So,
Yeah,
so
if
I
you
assume
that
you do
again,
that.
You get about here.
Sure. Next.
Then you get about here.
Next.
You know the way from there.
I
Well,
know.
Yeah, but you can teleport.
Can teleport.
Okay, then you get about here, and then you teleport into the house.
Okay.
All
So
right.
it took him a half a minute to get back.
5 stealth later.
God.
Beats walking.
Yes, indeed it does.
You lazy boy. We just see him appear in the house.
He just appears in the house, just like poof, here I am, guys.
Why didn't you just take the carts?
Yeah, Jobia, you're asking a question. Why did you just take the cards?
Oh. Well, can I see them, by the way? Do I appear right in their faces?
You just appear in the middle of the room.
And what do I see?
You see, well, what do they? Does he see, guys?
You see
Table,
us,
a lot of beer.
Well, he sees what I'm trying to keep them calm.
there's 2 hoses flowing out with beer, and I'm just trying to share with the guards at the moment.
The guards are completely ignoring you. Completely
Are they-
ignoring you as they're on the job.
Yeah, but what happens when they get beer, or when they get beer in their faces? Is the question.
I keep telling you to stop, so I keep pulling
Okay.
you back.
Like I
If
said,
needed, of
English
fucking-
guards, they will completely ignore you. They're trained to ignore.
Okay.
Roll me a perception. Roll me a perception check. Gorb, roll me a perception check.
Oh, me, yes.
Yes.
Perception.
It's very perceptive.
Yes, I am, indeed.
Indeed,
Okay,
extremely.
as you're going back inside, you see one of the guards just slowly reaching with his tongue into his beard to try to get just a drop of meat.
I
that-
quickly run over and I splash it in his face, like the whole hose, and I keep it there.
It takes me like a minute for me to stop this. So what's
Yeah.
happening?
The guard is just standing there with his eyes closed, going like the whole minute long.
Alright. Then I grab him, pull him back in.
And you see him try again, Gorb.
Oh, like he's trying to open his mouth to have
No,
ale?
just like trying to touch it with the tip of his tongue with just a drop of ale.
Oh yeah, so I intentionally tried to give him a drink. I just put it in his face, basically.
So he tried to
it.
be sneaky about it.
Oh yeah, but I don't care. I like shove the hose up his face or in his mouth. So I'm not
Try to
speaking
get-
about it.
Just take
Gorm,
it.
try to give him it anally.
Oh god.
Gorm,
The full plate armor out.
you're gonna get a smack.
What?
You're gonna get a smack.
By who?
Oh,
By the
Gorm.
other dwarf that's there.
Oh, did you want some tea?
Warhammer smack.
oh.
Oh, war!
Taking
Oh,
damage. Oh no.
Oh,
He
God.
we're
missed
all gonna
us.
die.
You're
He missed
28
us. So I just point the hose in his face and I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't know you wanted tea."
The other guy
Sorry.
says, looks inside and says, "Get your idiot in control."
I come over and I pull him back in, and I
Is there any
say,
wine in the house?
and I say to Gorm, they be feeling a little grumpy, so
Oh.
you be nice and just stay inside for now.
Okay. I heard little people can be grumpy.
I nod. Yeah, they're very fickle people, aren't
Just agreeing with him.
they?
Oh yeah, as you come outside, the gold is still there.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna wait and see when they're gone in the morning, if it's still there.
Okay.
Because
Should we
once
call
they're
it?
off duty, they can technically pick it up. So
Yeah, for anyone that needs to leave, they can leave, and if too many have to leave, then we call it a game.
I think I'm going.
I need to
It
leave.
would have been fun if he hit me, though. But
Just
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Like hitting your giant toe to just make you stop.
all right. So I guess this is gonna be the end of that day, and then
Yes.
we might fast forward through the second day, since there's a lot less that we might need to do.
Yeah, I don't know what anyone else has to do,
And then
or
once we
if they would do something.
start getting the messages and see what we can do with the political intrigue, then it
Mhm.
might be interesting to actually get deeper into that. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Alrighty.